Welcome everybody. This is the final day of Chessable Masters, and we have already game started. So Wesley So and Lee Kwam Lee on the screen. I don't know if you have seen the interview of Wesley So yesterday. He said that he hopes that things will go the same way as it went. Oh wow. Nice outfit of Wesley. So nice outfit of Wesley. So he just showed that to us. Hello, chat. Shri will be joining in a second, and it's gonna be a long day. I guess we might have also the tie breaks. Also, other match between Artemiev and Aronian has been started, but mainly we will be focused on this game because this is the match where we will know the winner of the event and also the second place. So far, what we have seen is weird opening, and we need the help of Grandmaster, who is just joining us, and he will give us some insights of this opening because this is crazy. This is crazy for my brain. And Wesley, so he's blitzing. He has additional time on the clock. You can see he has 16 minutes, almost 17 minutes. So Shri, I see you smiling. What's that? Is it me or is it chess game? I can't hear you. Neither.
Oh yeah. Hello everyone. Hi Keti. So good to be back here. Welcome back to the final of the Chessable Masters. I was just smiling, Keti, thinking what would be the appropriate way to pop in. I was thinking, maybe you can tell chat that I was not going to join today, and then I come and pop in with a boom or something like that.
But that chat would think that all I have done so far was for this to get rid of all the Grandmasters and do it by myself. So I don't want to have that kind of
but that's the
bad
truth.
news for our chat.
But isn't that the truth?
No way. Oh, Shri, yesterday and the other days were so long, so I just ordered pizza and it just arrived. So I'll quickly open the door and I will come back in a second, I promise.
Sure, Keti, sure. I hope Keti keeps her promise better than the pizza companies. She said she will be back in a second, but it's already several seconds and she's still not back. But okay, I guess we have kind of got used to that from Keti by now. And in her quest to unfriend all the Indian grandmasters, this is just another chapter. Meanwhile, hi chat. Are you guys here? I don't see a lot of chat. I see Ishan, but okay. Drama Queen, not really sure if I should count him as one. And I mean, he's just such a small kid. So that's like 0.5. Unless he hits that like button, which would count as 1 like. On the note, we have only 3 likes on the stream. Let's get those likes going, guys. 24 viewers and only 4 likes. What is this? 24 viewers, there should be 24 likes. And actually, I think there should be like 48 likes, But yeah. Hi, Anshika. Hi, Ishan. Ron, do I know you before? Do I know you from the Chess24 India before? Hi, everyone. Organic chemistry problems during the stream. So let's have a look at what's going on in the game after all the chit chat. So it started with this London system, the final between Lee Kwang Lee against Wesley So. Fun fact, they both studied in the same university at one point, the Webster University, where Lee Kwang Lee is the head coach right now. And Wesley So kind of dropped out from that university to join a fleet of people who have had glorious futures after dropping out from their education. So it started with this London system. And in this London system, after d into c5, queen b2, rook b1, queen c3, all of this mainline theory, and bishop b5, g6. And here this e4 is a very interesting move. I think this was also played in one of the other games in this champion chess tour. The point is after e4, if black takes d into e4, which is what happened in the game, then bishop e5, queen e5, and here's short castle, a very, very, very tricky move. White is basically just giving up everything. So e into f3, white is down by a piece and a pawn. But after bishop into c6 check, b into c6, queen into f3, although white is a piece down, he's threatening to take this c6 pawn, and he's also threatening to take bishop into f6. So if black plays bishop g7, then queen into c6 check, king f8, queen into a8. This is a terrible situation for black. And if black defends on c6 with something like bishop d7, then we take bishop into f6 with tempo. And now after e into f6, queen into... Wait, what is the move here? I'm not sure if it is bishop into f6, e into f6, queen into f6. I think we should have this one checked by a computer because it's probably not something as obvious that I can just look. But I think it should be something related to queen into f6, because why I'm hesitating is after queen into f6, queen into d2, rook e1 check. Black has this move bishop e6, which I was not sure how white continues with. I was looking at variations with rook d1 and rook into e6, but this is not totally clear. And this is the type of question where if you haven't worked things out with a computer, then it's not... okay, I see what's the move here. So queen f3, bishop d7, and now knight b3 is the move. If he defends it, then knight b3 first, queen into a2, and now rook e1. And now there's no way to get out of this pin or save this. Okay, so this is the point, and I wouldn't have been able to figure this out without a computer that quickly. So for this reason, Wesley So played knight d5. All of this part of his home preparation. You can see from the clock, he's just blitzing out moves even before the blitz tiebreak. So knight d5, bishop into h8, queen into d2, and now after c4, f6. So c4 attacks this knight. Wesley So doesn't care about the knight. He just goes f6. He's like, you can take my knight, but I trap your bishop in response. And until this, it was all, the computer's first choice. But at this point, there is a small deviation from the computer's choice. Li Kuang, who had to, look at this question for the first time from human perspective without computer's help, without his home preparation, he immediately went wrong according to the computer. He played rook f e1 here. The correct move was rook f d1. And the computer likes it after queen c3, c into d5, queen into f3, g into f3. Not entirely sure why, but my best guess is that you have to get black to take with c into d5. So this pawn goes to c7, and this pawn going to c7 is a really important asset. So this is the point. And now rook f e1, king f7, c into d5, black takes with the queen. So now you might be wondering, now what if queen into d5, c into d5, and c6 and c7? So now what's the difference? This is basically typical computer lines. The difference is usually very concrete. So here black stops it with rook c8, rook b7, bishop h6. This bishop is trapped, and white stops this pawn relatively comfortably, the c7 pawn. Whereas in this variation with queen into queen c3, cd, queen into f3, g into f3, c into d5, c6, c7, rook into d5, and rook b8, here black's pieces are not as well developed. If you see, he's at least down by one move. So c7 here would threaten rook b8. The same position we have with the king already on f7 for black. And these are things which are not within the realms of human calculation, even among the elite players. So if you give them this position with f6 and ask them to figure over the board, it can only be done in classical chess after long calculation. They cannot just, close their eyes and, okay, I got it. Rook f d1. It's +1. Oh no, rook f e1 is -0.8. It's a blender. Humans cannot deduce things so quickly, which the computer can, Stockfish can. So some of the fundamental differences between human play and computer play. So we are back with the live question, Queen c3 on the board. And now the situation is such that Wesley will pick up the h8 bishop in a few moves, getting his bishop out, developing his pieces. And once he gets it out, I think he'll be able to take the h8 bishop. Meanwhile, welcome back, Katie. Apologies, I gave you no time to speak at all.
No, I was wondering so much about his position at the beginning, and I was here quiet and listening to you all these nuances, and I totally agree with you that it's just I think it's even impossible to figure it out with such a short of time, like Lequemly has here in this. In this game, and Wesley so knows what he's doing. Is this his preparation? He just shows that he's not even pretending that he's thinking right now. He's just blitzing the moves. And in the comment, I say that there was an idea that I was just finishing my my pizza, but no, I was here and listening to these crazy lines that we had on the board. And I think that things are going according Wesley so in this match.
Yeah, totally. Things are going according to Wesley's direction. Yeah. And when we were kids, people used to make fun of Wesley's name. They would say things like Wesley so strong, Wesley so brilliant. And I can totally see all those things applying in current context as well. Bishop e6 on the board, bishop h6 to follow, and rook into h8 to come. So this is not a great idea for Li Kuang to get into this position without being better prepared. This is typical elite level chess. When you're not well prepared in the opening, you go into the game a bit half-baked, and you get punished immediately. So these are the demands of the elite chess.
That's true. And in the end, when Black gets the h8 bishop, that will be very comfortable to play, of course, with pair of bishop and such a good structure. If you think that the king is not castled on f7, that's something that Black would worry. That's not like that, because the king is surrounded by the pawns, very, very strong pawns chain, and also both bishops will guard the king, and what has not enough forces to attack this king. If there's a knight on the board, that might be an issue, but at this point, the king on f7 is safe king. And Black will try to find the perfect squares for these bishops, and it will be so hard to play with white, right? 2 pieces versus rook. It's just you're just waiting for your opponent to deliver it.
Yeah, but Li Kuang has played queen e3. He understood his problem, and he has prevented Wesley from playing bishop h6. Now the computer shows a very nice advantage for Black, but it's actually not that clear how Wesley takes this bishop without developing his f8 bishop. And today I thought we can have something different in the chat. Like, we have so few people in the chat, so it's going to be more of a personal interactive session. So chat, whenever you feel like, just feel free to write whichever move that you're thinking about. For example, we have this question with queen e3 here. Feel free to write what you think Black will play. And bishop f5 has been played. So feel free to guess what white will play here. Feel free to write whatever inputs you have. And this will also help us, find which moves are relevant to analyze and show you guys. And you're also welcome to write any movie references or TV show references. And that will also help us understand which reference is relevant to you guys.
Yeah, and I have also a question to chat and to you. I don't know if you have seen that, but we saw at the beginning that Wesley So is having a nice outfit for today. He's very classy on the top with the suits. And then he's also having this yellow shirt, which I think is lucky shirt for him because he's having this already for 3 days. This can be his lucky shirt. We already know that chess players believe in this kind of superstitions. But what about the trousers that he's having? I think that's some yoga.
Has he shown it?
Yes, he's shown that.
I hope it's not as bad as what Magnus was wearing in one of the streams.
Well, chat can judge who is more, who wears it better way, Magnus or Wesley. But Wesley is all-time my favorite. Just
I wouldn't take the chat there, especially considering that so much of the chat is under 18.
Is what?
I wouldn't take the chat there to the Magnus stream, considering that.
Well, it was shorts. What you were think? What you thought? It was shorts, right?
Magnus or Wesley?
Magnus.
I'm not sure if that was shorts. It was really short. That much we can agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apologies to interrupt on that riveting fashion discussion, but some of the chat asking about Rook D1 and that it loses the A2 pawn. But here what we have to understand, White is happy to dislodge this queen from D5 to give up this A2 pawn, so that now the queen controls a lot less squares. So in this position, after H3, H5, so H3's idea was G4 to dislodge this bishop. It has no squares, and H5 prevents G4. And now White can play something like Queen F3, attacking the C6 pawn. Now, if you see, it's not really easy for Black to defend the C6 pawn. How do you defend the C6 pawn? If you play Bishop H6, giving up the C6 pawn in order to... then after Queen into C6, Rook into H8, Queen C7, White gets counterplay with the C pawn.
Yep, and E7 pawn is also hanging. So that means that Black has to keep the Rook or Bishop in defense of this pawn.
Yep.
Can we play something else after Queen F3? Because this is some counterplay that White would be happy to have.
Oh, Keti, I'm so sorry. But I just realized Queen into C6, Rook into H8. And here White has this spectacular move which finishes off Black. Did you notice it?
And now, yes.
And chat, did you notice it? Chat. You can have the honors, Keti. You can explain the move after chat tries and figures this out.
Yeah, that's
Meanwhile, from the live board, you can also think about, oh no, Ishan found it. Then it must be really easy. How did we miss this in the first place?
Yeah, true.
So you can do the honors, Keti.
You know why we missed it? Because we kind of have this feeling that Black is the one who attacks and White is the one who is defending. That's why we don't really expect White to have such a move. So Rook E7 is the move that everybody spotted, and it's true. Actually, this move is just brilliant and wins on a spot because King has to capture, and now the King is just alone against Queen and the Rook. And here comes the next check. I believe it's Queen C7 is the fastest way. If King goes on the back rank, then we have back rank checkmate with Rook D8. If King comes forward, Then we are going to, we have several moves. There is rook e1, but I think I think queen d7 makes here more sense, just to kick the king in the center. Then will be queen d6, another check. And then we're gonna have checkmate on d4. Rook d4, queen d4, checkmate, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, so this is the danger that black has in this position. This is why he cannot play bishop h6. Queen f3 played on the board, by the way, Keti. So what did you want to play here as black?
Yeah, as we saw, this is not really working for black. So maybe we just guard the c6 pawn. And I'm also thinking there is another option to play king g8 and to attack the bishop with the king and to leave the bishop on f8. Not immediately, maybe. We don't want to give up the c6 pawn, but there is an option for black.
Yeah, there's an option for black, true. But also maybe I will take away all your pawns.
Yeah, and I think black first has to guard c6 pawn, maybe queen a4 or queen a6.
True. I like what Chirag has wrote on the chat. Monica has changed now.
I'm a good student. I learned my lesson. It was painful.
I'm so sorry, Monica. Sorry, Keti.
Unbelievable.
But I'm not.
I know you are not sorry. I'm not even taking that. I know you are not. I was just thinking which character you might be. I'll find one for you.
Chat can
help me out here.
Yeah, chat can help you out. Meanwhile, I forgot to give shout outs for the rook in the e7. So Ishan, Abhinav, Anshika, Pavan, Sente, Rachit, Shushant, and Sudarshan Rangan, of course. Chat is like, Keti, we are with you. It was a dirty trap by Srinath, sir.
I know. He was waiting. You guys are mentioning that Shri is keeping so calm and he's always in any situation, she's so relaxed and so on. And yeah, that's true, actually. He's waiting for his moment to trap the people.
I know. I love playing pranks on people. With my students. Frederick Friedel, right? The founder of Chessbase. One of the co-founders of Chessbase.
Yeah.
So he's like this amazing person. I think he's about 75 or 76 years old, and he's a very, very intelligent guy. And one of the things he does with children is he tricks them all the time by telling them something which is not true. For example, I don't have an immediate example, but he tricks these kids all the time. So at some point, these kids, they learn and realize that they have to start questioning everything and not believe everything they hear from someone. And I'm not as good as him, but I also trick my students all the time. I tell them stuff that they're not supposed to believe, and they keep falling for it over and over and over again until they reach a point when they start immediately sensing that, oh no, this cannot be true, this does not make sense, and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I believe people, I think, way too easy. but
I think you need more lessons from Coach Tree.
Yeah, I agree with that. This is the current position, right?
Yes, this is the current position. So Wesley played king g8, trapping his bishop on h8. And now after g4, takes, bishop c2. He's attacking the rook as well as the bishop. But he has also given up this c6 pawn. So maybe rook d2, king into h8, and queen into c6.
Yeah.
Or maybe rook d2 and queen c3.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I think that's a good idea to try to pin the bishop.
Yeah. So rook d2, I think black might go some queen a4. And
what else can we attack the? Oh, there is queen c3.
Now.
Yeah.
But
oh wait. The idea. I just said wait. Maybe g5. Maybe g5.
Yeah. No, I was showing the chat. Wasn't showing. So g5. Yeah, rook d2, queen c4, g5. I think it makes a lot of sense. It's a get out of jail card. Oh, that's the point why he played g4. So he wants to play g5 and extricate this bishop. This bishop is a prisoner of war, and this g pawn is like these flights that fly in and get the prison and hostage and get back.
Was that Money Heist or which movie reference you had here?
Oh no, it's actually a real life reference, like when these countries go to other countries to invade them, and when one of the soldiers get caught, they have to send people to get them back, So this bishop, it went on an invasion to the black land, and it went all the way to h8 and performed surgical strikes. And then black captured this bishop, so it could not get out. And now white is basically sending this g pawn to open up lines, sacrifice himself, and retrieve the bishop out. Meanwhile, guys, let's get those likes going. 74 watching, only 32 likes. Let's get it past 50 for starters. Score the first 50 within the first 30 minutes. That's a very good run rate, even for a 20 over game. Maybe not, but we will at least try to improve things.
Yeah. To listen to Shri. Sometimes he's telling us a good things. I think here White's idea is like right after capturing on h8 to play rook e7, yeah, and rook e7 with queen f6, queen h3 check mate. And I believe there is no way. Oh my God, no, don't start. There is no way to. It's too early. It's too early. There is no way to guard these two mating threads.
Yeah, there's no way to guard these two mating threads. True. I mean, you can postpone it with bishop e4, but then white will go back and then deliver the checkmate.
Yeah.
I think Chessable and Chess24, they're going to ban me from drawing anything on the chessboard from my next course.
Yeah, you're asking for it. You're asking for it. I kind of have a feeling that Wesley got lost in his preparation, and he gets up by the time already, and he has less time on the clock, and not so good position anymore because White is the one who has many threats here. Even if this rook e7 is not working and g5 is not working, there is also bishop f6. White can just demolish the king side pawn structure and get two pawns for a bishop. And active rook already on 7th rank, active queen, which creates the checkmate threats, and also on the other hand, additionally c6 pawn is still hanging, which is something that black has to take in consideration.
Are these arrows okay?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But this is not, yeah?
It's not okay.
Okay. I'll behave. But meanwhile,
Okay,
chat,
the
let's
chat is
get those
asking
moves
for
going.
next poll. I think what's worse, Shree's arrows or Adiban's head show? That can be. Oh, Rook E7 is on the board. Rook E7 is on the board. This is the live game. You guys can also see the bar, so we're good with the evaluation. White is having good
White is
chance to
winning.
win.
Li Kuang is hitting back. We are going into the tiebreakers.
I'm so ready for tiebreaks today. I'm also ready for the Armageddon. This is the last day and we have to party a lot.
Yes,
so.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm also ready for the tiebreakers. I don't mind staying up a bit longer today because we can have that one last effort, one last push, and get that going. So let's go. Rook into e7 and Keti, it's exactly how you foretold.
Yeah.
How are you not a grandmaster?
I don't know.
You find all the moves.
Yeah. I should be there.
True. Absolutely. I'm not even
kidding.
joking.
Just kidding. No. The thing is that I like very much the to solve the puzzles, and also back then when I was a little kid, I liked to do some solving studies. And when you do this, constantly, you get some sort of vision already, and you feel where is danger, where is unagi. So my recommendation will be to everyone to just to solve puzzles as much as possible. You're just getting familiar to many patterns, and it's going to help you a lot.
True. And life is also like a box of puzzles. So if you can solve puzzles well here, it will also help you in life as well.
Yeah. So we have 18 votes already. I don't know which one is worse, to be honest. Like 80s actions were just for one day. And you're doing this already second day.
Keti, for you, it's only one day. For me, it's a lifetime. And also for the chat. So obviously, 80s is what? Why?
I think you're leading.
Why am I leading? Something has gone wrong. Guys, why is everyone voting for me? This is so unfair. I need to
it's
change.
Very much. It's always. Chat is always fair. And by the way, I would just would like to say hello to the chat from our Let's Live. I see Santa PMD to past me was earlier. If I miss somebody, just greetings. Today we had a sub battle with another streamer right before this match.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing sub battle.
How did it go? Did you win this time?
Well, Sri, if I don't say that we won, that means that the question should not be asked. But as you asked, I should say that it was very close match. It was very, very close match. And to win the sub battle, Grandmaster had to play by himself on the board for one. So
that they always do against you, yeah?
Oh, wait, you also did that. Yeah. So
you should also do that,
I'm not a grandmaster.
Not by title, but maybe by your chess strength. You are. Let's try it out. You don't get to play a lot of OTB tournaments, but at least on streams, maybe you should play more.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's true. So in the game, White is here figuring out how to end the game you can see this is a very big advantage for white. He's considering here some checks. The first check comes to the mind is queen h3, but after king g8, there's not a fast way. So he captured c6 pawn. Yeah, he captured c6 pawn.
And now maybe he just goes queen c7.
Yes, queen. If the queen gets on the 7th rank, that's gonna be a checkmate in 2 moves. Yeah, queen c7, rook h7, bishop h7, rook h7, and queen f7 checkmate idea.
Yep. The question that the chat needs, but not the one it deserves. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, I think queen c7 totally kills back off. And Soham is already there on the chat. So once again, for those who has just joined, one thing, AD is this awesome, amazing guy. So let's make him win all the polls on Chess24 India. So vote for AD, like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And also, one new thing we are doing on stream today, feel free to write any chess move at any point which you want to guess. And it will help. It will have you participating in the chat literally. So it will be a live chat. Meanwhile, Keti, look at what happened to the evaluation bar. It went all the way down because I think after takes, king g8, this should be losing, right? So what was a mistake? What was the chat? Have you already seen it? What was
it's losing for who?
This is a draw.
Yeah. Really?
This was equal. Yeah, this was equal. Bishop e4? Could it be bishop e4?
That is crazy. That is crazy. So many things are hanging and you play bishop e4. That is crazy. Yeah. It's checkmate.
But I think you can just play rook h7 check and win this. So what is the move here? How was this equal? What is the move here?
So rook d8 was a mistake, right? Can I play king g8 here? No, I can't.
No, king g8, you just take the rook.
Yeah, no. Maybe queen f1.
This is difficult even when we know that there is something to find. Yeah?
Queen f1 tree. Let's try that.
Yeah, I think queen f1 is the move, Keti. Once again, you're finding the best move, you know.
Oh, that's too much of compliments. It's suspicious. It's suspicious.
Keti, I always compliment you. What are you saying?
Yeah.
And for compliments, is there ever too much?
True.
There is?
No. It's just suspicious. It's never too much. It's just suspicious. I don't know what you are preparing. Wow, that was such a perfect preparation from Vaslisov, but it did not went the way he wanted to go. Like these guys have this kind of sacred lines and everything, and they want to win. They are using it at the proper moment, and it didn't work out for him, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a huge difference between the chess that the computers play and the chess that the humans play. So very often you look at this question where you feel that there is a -1, which computer shows, or some value like that, -1, -1.5. And the human finds it very difficult to find what the computers say.
Yeah. And Vaslisov here on the screen, I think he's just looking very quickly with the engine how to play there, and what was the best decision. I think he messed a bit. Yes, and I also want to see what he's wearing. So. One more time, maybe we will be lucky to see. Chat was asking about my pizza. Pizza is in the kitchen. And I promise I have not eaten any slice from it. I was really here listening to Sri and looking for this variation that he was showing to us.
Which
Veslisov's game, because it was very suspicious for me to see that rook on h8 was hanging.
Right. Meanwhile, we do have action going on for the third and fourth place as well. Artemiev against the fan favorite Levon Aronian. And Aronian, I think, without his beer this time, or maybe with, I'm not sure. Meanwhile, once again, Wesley showed a glimpse of what he's wearing. He's such a tease.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah,
yes,
knight h3 check, and these 2 pawns are just too strong.
He just came to cover the camera, and he was walking for like 2 minutes without covering it. He just, wait, maybe I should cover. Yeah, that's nice. But it's actually, this kind of thing is just great for us, right? To see. And this is not a secret when you are doing some work from home. It's not a secret that you look good on the top. And no one knows what happens.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's interesting to see.
No, I think it's funny. I think chat, is it funny? I think it's funny.
I would change the cam to Aronian if I could.
Why would you do that? We were
because
so much
we
enjoying.
have the Aronian board on the screen.
Chilling.
Don't worry, we'll be back to the Wesley So cam. But meanwhile, Aronian was actually summoning the spirit. You saw something. You saw some special energy in the Naruto anime. That's I don't know what that is, but it looked like the form that Naruto takes when he wants to get more powerful. What form is that? In his full chakra form. So chat.
I have no idea what you mean, but I trust you. You know what you said.
No, but I think chat knows what. I mean, it's that QB form of Naruto, QB mode, the Nine Tails mode, and wait, I will send you the picture of how he looks on his QB mode. I'll just send it to you on the chat. Yeah, so this is him in this QB mode, and Aronian was also having some extension when.
Nice. This is double
and
power.
look! It's a draw here. Wow, we thought it's completely winning for Aronian, but White has saved us. Artemiev has saved us. The QB chakra mode stopped working.
Can you see the latest moves? Because it was such a winning position.
Yeah, he shouldn't have allowed this king to e5. He just got a bit careless like we did. For example, knight g1 here is completely winning, but he allowed knight f2, king g5, knight e4 check, king f4, and now king e7 was a mistake because king e5 and knight f6 was even worse. I think he's still winning. He's probably still winning after king e5, or maybe it's already a draw. Knight c6 and knight d8.
Oh wow, this is strange. Like usually you don't go backwards with the king, right? He wanted to make really quickly king f6 and then push these pawns with the help of the king. But king e5 is such an obvious move. Maybe he just did not even consider that there was such a move. There's knight f6, knight c3 moves, which keeps the chances for black to win the game, right? Knight c3 with the idea knight d5. White has to move the knight from that square, and then knight e5 anyway, king e5. That should be winning.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, e5 here.
Yeah, this will be winning. Completely agree with you.
Yeah, what's the score? This is a good question. What's the score? So, do you want to go, or you want me to remember it?
Let's test you out.
All right. So for today, Wesley So lost the first game. That makes chances for Lequem Lee to tie the match, which means that yesterday Wesley So won the match. And in the game of Levon Aronian and Vladislav Artemiev, Aronian won the match yesterday. Was it, or is they tied?
They tied.
They tied. Okay, so they tied the match, and this is not the current position right now, and very likely they will draw the first round in here too.
Yeah. True. So now we are up to date on the scores, and I don't see any chess moves from the chat, and this poll is complete scam. Guys, what is this? How can you not? How is my arrows worse than AD's antics? This is like the most unfair poll in the history of my life.
Because you want to draw something, and it's not even clear. Like it's not even close. Like yesterday, you would try to do the star, and it was so far from the star.
I need to go to all my accounts and
here King F6 95 93 saves the game. Yeah,
you mean this? Yeah.
Check.
What was actually played in the game? Yeah. Sorry, I was voting from my alt accounts.
Mm-hmm. And here we have a quick draw. There's no point to play longer. Artemiev is surprised. Artemiev is surprised, but I think it's a very good save from him. Levon looks a bit tired. Is he looking a bit tired? Maybe he's just disappointed with this outcome, or maybe he has a hangover from yesterday's party game. Yeah. But this is just a start. This is just a start, and so far what we have seen, we might have both matches into the tie breaks,
going down all the wire. True. I wish I could make that poll, but I think I'm really waiting for the justified results to come out before we end this poll.
But we will just best if AD comes and talks does what he does usually, and you do the arrows at the same time. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Would that be?
That would be a lot of fun. They have 15 minutes to the break. What do you do like when you play chess, online chess, and you have 15 minutes break? What do you usually do?
Depends. Like, of course, once again, AD watches anime, and I myself.
Oh, do you know what happened? I asked him the same question, and he wanted to look very professional, and he started to like, oh yeah, I rest or to take a look at it. It was like, come on, AD, we know that. And he's like, oh, you know that?
But how does AD look professional? I mean,
he was trying to describe the best way how he could look professional, but we were like, okay, stop talking, it makes you look worse.
Stop talking.
Yeah,
the second game should start in about 2 to 3 minutes. So what do you think? Do you think Lee Kwang has good chances to strike back today, considering that he has won the first game? 3 more games to go.
Yeah, of course. I think he's in a better situation right now, because when you're in lead, you think that you have also draw like just draw is a good result as win. So when there is already tie and someone is in lead, it's just not so right. But these guys are used to play so much of these tournaments. I think they are just used to it.
They used to what?
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I was a bit busy with my Discord people.
I see you were smiling, and I was like, "Oh, why he's laughing at me?"
I'm not laughing at you, Keti. It's just it's become a personal battle now.
What? Oh, you asked people to come and vote?
I asked people to come and uphold justice.
No way. No way. No way. Don't do that.
People are good. But they're still maintaining this. I don't know how they maintain this percentage. I just don't understand how they,
I think they're coming and they are just coming and and when they're saying what's happening, then they're voting against you.
It's so unfair. I think these my Discord and AD's Discord, they have this agreement that they make one vote each and then they maintain the percentage, So like it was just 50% the whole day yesterday,
yeah, it was so strange. It was odd number, it was still 50-50. There was a bit of miracle.
True. The in Chess 24 India, I've not won a single poll in the history of my life. So first there was this poll between B3 and Catalan, and then there was this poll between who looks older between me and Surya.
Who looks what?
Older.
She looks really good. You have no chances there. Come on.
Surya?
Surya? Oh, so I thought Somi. Sorry. Okay. Because about Somi, I was also shocked when I heard her age. Yeah. But don't worry, you're winning this poll. You're winning this one. So this is gonna be your first victory. So
this is not a win, Katie. This is not a win. It's not a win. Oh, what do I do with this?
I want to see the photo of Surya. Can I have it somehow?
Yeah, just type Surya Shekhar Ganguly. I think I need to permanently ban all these people from my Discord who voted against me. I mean, who voted for me here.
Good luck to find out.
Yeah, so we're back. With the Royal Opus. The game has begun. And yesterday we saw Lee Kwang going into this classical Royal Opus, going into the Zaitsev variation, which comes after this point. And now Rook E8 was one of the moves. It also starts with Bishop B7, D4, and now Rook E8. This was the Zaitsev variation played in the old legendary Kasparov-Karpov matches. And I think it was also used by someone in this World Cup, but he instead chooses to go for this Archangel with Bishop C5 first. So there are two types of Archangel. You play B5 first, force this bishop onto B3, and then go Bishop C5. And the other option is Bishop C5, C3, B5. But now this allows the extra option of Bishop C2, which is a different variation. But no worries, black has D5 here, D4. And now here black has to take on E4, otherwise white gets a burgeoning center. So D into E4, knight into E5 takes D into C5. Now white has the pair of bishops, but black will pick up the C5 pawn. So Queen E7, Bishop G5. And this is the present position that we have right now. And Soham, if AD bans you, then it's a good thing for you because you don't want to be in that madhouse in any case. Antics means nonsense, but I did not want to write nonsense because this quote was going on my Instagram story, and I didn't want people to see that word, the true word that describes our dear friend AD. So for this reason, I wrote antics.
Yeah.
But this is just so wrong. How could they do this to me? It's just so wrong. Have
When you're winning
been,
something, it can be so bad when you're winning something.
Have you been betrayed in your life like this, Keti?
I think yes, but you see, I don't even remember. So. It's good. It's good.
How is it good being betrayed?
I mean, it's good that you're winning.
I'm not, I'm losing. Sente, you can also get banned from YouTube.
No, you can't. You can't.
Meanwhile, we have a few new moves on the board. So last move was bishop g5, indirect threat bishop at d4. So black defends it with bishop b7. And now after knight d2, black goes long castle. Again, all of this Lee Kwang's preparation. And apparently Wesley So has some idea of what is going on as well. So he goes queen e2 to attack this pawn, knight d3, understandable, to defend the e4 pawn. And now it's not totally clear for me how white continues here. Meanwhile, we have our very special guest who has joined us today, the world's youngest Grandmaster, Abhimanyu Mishra. Welcome to the show, Abhimanyu.
Wow, that's a big surprise.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you.
1 second, there's some issue on the volume from my side. 1 minute.
Sure.
Oh,
okay, chat. We have a very esteemed guest joining us, so behave yourself. Better vote for AD by the time he's here.
Using all the chances. You guys, you have to do what you think it's right. Don't worry about any bans or whatsoever.
She can say whatever she wants. She's not the one getting banned. You, on the other hand, but yeah, a4 played on the board.
I like this. I like white's position here. I kind of feel that black's king is not safe.
So once again, we have this kind of position, which the computer thinks is absolutely fine, but over the board, it feels like it's practically a lot easier to play for one particular side.
That's exactly true. But the computer can find all these magical moves that we can't see in advance, and also it matters how do you feel during the game. Like, it has been some situations when you feel that, oh my God, I'm losing. And when you get at home and when you check with your computer, it says 0-0-0. And you're like, why? And you're making some moves and you understand the position. But at the chessboard, when somebody attacks your king, you kind of feel already that something is wrong for you. And black hasn't started yet the attack on the king side.
Yeah, black hasn't yet started the attack on the king side. So meanwhile, chat, once again, a reminder, feel free to write your moves, to guess your moves during any of the games or any of the analysis. And we will probably look at that. Yeah, welcome back, Abhimanyu.
No, it's still not working.
So all good?
Can you hear us?
I guess, I'm sure he can hear us, but I think he's still fixing some things. So meanwhile, getting back here, actually, I would really love for Abhimanyu's insight into this position. But Li Kuang has already played Queen E5, which also turns out to be the first move of Stockfish. So probably he either understands this position really well, he has analyzed it, or he is still in his prep because he took only 2 minutes for this move. The point of Queen E5, well, first of all, if you take this pawn on C5, then you're allowing white to take bishop into f6, g into f6, and knight into e4, which first of all takes out the e4 pawn, which is supporting the very well placed d3 knight. But secondly, it also attacks this bishop. So queen e5 and possible ideas of h5 and knight g4 incoming. So queen e5, it protects this f6 knight. So after bishop into f6, I think you can even take g into f6 now, no? Because knight into
that
e4 is
makes
not really an option.
sense, really, because after rook g8, then this bishop from b7 would be just a monster.
Yeah, so in reality, it protects the e4 pawn, not the f6 point. It protects the e4 pawn. It anticipates bishop into f6, g into f6, and queen e5. In that variation, why not rook e8, asks Sudarshan. So takes. If he goes rook e8, pinning this queen, then after knight into c5, rook into e2, bishop into d3, white ends a piece up. So this is not really a great option. So knight in, but in any case, I think queen e5 is a much stronger move. And today it seems like Li Kuang is at least matching Wesley So in his preparation, if not out preparing him.
Yeah, that's true. He looks in better shape today. And I like this queen e5 too. It looks really concrete here. Just attacks the bishop. Bishop has to find now this square, which is quite useful. Like if bishop goes on h4 and keeps this pin, then might be knight f4 moves, attacking the queen. Knight on d2 is also would not be protected. And the other knight can also come on d5. So this is a really important decision for white, and he decided to keep the bishop here to control f4 square and guard d2 knight. And what is black's idea here? Is it something like h5? Yeah, h5 knight g4 just to start the attack on the king side.
I think that's one of the most straightforward moves to start with, because when you're attacking one side, it's always very useful to create these weaknesses first. And what it does is, for example, if white plays h3 to prevent knight g4, then later when you play g5, g4 as black yourself, you're opening up one of the lines against the white king. Whereas if you don't do this,
there's another beautiful idea which we call fishing pole. With after h3 we can go knight g4 and open up, but it needs some, of course, calculation if it's worth to sacrifice a knight for open h file.
This is beautiful. So I take, you take, and the problem is it gets taken with a check.
Yeah, f5
and
queen g3.
Queen g3 is forced.
f4
back.
Now king moves.
And now bishop d4.
Yeah.
I will just prevent you from getting on this.
Yeah. This queen on g4 is just a super strong piece. I don't like that. And yeah, seems like this is not working. I think black has to take on d4, but it's too much of the sacrifices. It can be like a rook, right? Extra rook for white.
Yeah.
I don't see proper square for the queen. Maybe queen d5. Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, I think safest was g5, g4 in that case, which you just mentioned.
True. But I think this was a really interesting line. And even after queen d5, you have threats like bishop c8. So it's not really easy. Huh? It's still not over. For
Yeah,
white.
and rooks can also double on h file. Like a rook h6 will make already the threat of checkmate.
Yeah.
So, wow, we were just talking that there is no attack for kings on king side, and right after a correct move, queen e5, now we have plenty of ideas.
True. So how does white respond after h5?
Can we capture this b5 pawn just to have open file on a?
Take back.
Tick tock. Yeah.
Anshika is asking if black can double the rooks on the h file. Yeah, I think that's one of the things we considered in the previous variation. Yeah, so meanwhile, what do you think? Who do you think looks older, me or Surya?
Well, I know your age and I know approximately how old is he, so there's no point for me to ask that question. And I don't even know why you lost that, why you won that.
That's my chat. I know, right?
They are going against you, I think. They know the right answer and they are going against you.
All the time.
Yeah.
Against AD, against Surya, against everything, against B3. Oh, I mean, I understand it's that expression of love, but I don't understand why they have to do it this way.
That keeps the relationship in a good shape. Yeah.
Soham Kamatra is asking bishop d4 here. I think that's a fair move, by the way.
I like this one.
Good move. Yeah.
Yeah. And in this case, after queen d5, there's additional bishop b3. So yeah, queen g5 here makes sense with the idea to push e3 and checkmate on g2. And there's also knight f4 idea. And there's also queen g2 idea. Queen g2, king g2, knight f4, and winning a lot things, actually. There's also e3 in the end.
Sorry for the delays. There were some technical issues. I had to reboot my computer.
No worries, Abhi.
Hi, Srinath. Hi, Keti.
Hello, good to see you in face-to-face. Let's say face-to-face. This is the best chance to meet you. We are so honored to have you here, and I'm sure our chat is also happy to see you at this channel.
Absolutely. So let's welcome Abhimanyu with lots of love and lots of hearts with Abhi-OP in the chat. So were you following the final before you hopped down here?
Yes.
So what's going on?
Yeah, and this is a very, very messy position. I mean, yeah,
exactly.
Black has the snake on d3. I mean, sometimes in these kind of positions, it looks like Black King is weak, but his piece activity is so much that White won't even be able to come near.
Right, and this bishop on b7 kind of protects everything on the a file. Yeah. So g3 and let's say a into b5. Oh no, he takes knight into e3 first. Knight into e3. How do you recapture this?
Bishop d4.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, a into b5 he was probably worried about some bishop d4. So he starts with knight into e3, and maybe I'll just take with the f pawn, so I get some activity going here. And now if black takes a into b5, then white has rook into f7. But if not, then white himself threatens b into a6. What do you think black has against fe?
Is there an h4 move here, or it's too much of the extreme?
h4, I think it always exists, but aren't you like losing a lot here after queen g4 check? You have to go king b8 and then I take b into a6.
Yeah, this doesn't look that great for black.
Yeah, this is the problem. But I guess black has to kind of give up something here. Yeah, maybe the f7 pawn and take this b pawn. So after rook into f7, maybe you just take back this pawn, and this looks all right for black, no?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, black's king isn't that weak. D2 is always hanging.
True. D2 is always hanging, and it doesn't look easy for white to get his pieces flown against the black's king. But he takes b into a6. Oh, this is heating up. B into a6, and everything is hanging in this position. The e3 knight is hanging, the b7 bishop is hanging. For white, the f1 rook is hanging, the c2 bishop is hanging. We have this loose pieces drop off thing for the beginners, but how much can drop off here?
Can we start with knight c2?
But then ab7, king b7, knight c4, and knight a5.
I think you have to slow down a bit for the audience here.
We are old people here.
You became a grandmaster at 12, but I became a grandmaster at 23. So I think you have to slow it down by 50%.
I'm not even planning to do that, so please do a bit slow.
It's been played in the game.
Sorry?
It's been played in the game. You play knight c2.
Oh yeah, it's been played in the game.
Oh man, he's way fast with everything.
I mean, of course, there is a reason why he was playing in the Chessable Masters. Yeah. And
tell us about that experience. How did it go? Because I think there was for you the first super tournament that you played online, right?
Yes, it's one of the best experiences in my life. Generally, I don't like losing, but I've been following all these guys, all the players in the event. I've been looking through their games, and it's taught me a lot. They're all legends, and yeah, seeing the games, but just getting a chance to play them, and seeing their resourcefulness. Like in a few of my games, their position was worse, but they completely just changed the tide of the game in a few moves. It was simply amazing to see.
That's awesome. And I'm sure you're happy to have this chance to play here. It can be just lifetime experience for you, and you're gonna have many more to come. And it's a good practice. Why not to start practice at this age?
Meanwhile, to take the chat through why exactly white played b into a6. Now, if you see in a lot of earlier positions in which we analyzed, this b7 bishop was saving black in most of the positions. The presence of the b7 bishop ensured that the black king on c8 didn't even feel vulnerable. So Wesley makes it a point that he first takes out this b7 bishop, and he's able to make this concretely possible because after knight c4, both the knight and the queen are attacked. Black can respond with queen into c5, attacking the c4 knight, but white just goes knight a5 check, intermezzos this move, and then takes the knight on c2. But I think this position, this variation still keeps going on. So for example, let's continue with h4 here.
Yeah.
And how does white keep the, sorry?
Yeah, this is very double-edged. Maybe e3 also.
Yeah, e3 also, opening up opening up white's king. And actually I like e3 quite a lot because this keeps control. Yeah, if white takes f into e3 and king h1, then after queen e4 check, it's black who has to decide whether he wants the game to go on or take a perpetual. Queen g2 I don't think is really much of an option because after takes and knight into b2, black will be a pawn up.
Yep.
So I guess this is what Wesley is thinking about right now. But I also don't see any other option apart from knight c4. Do you see anything here?
I don't see anything else. Yeah, maybe some kind of idea like rook a4, but it looks like it's too much.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. So yeah, I mean the knight on c2 is kind of stuck for the moment, and black cannot take knight into c5 because queen b5 check, king c8, rook a8 is checkmate. So white can use this tempo to try and create some additional problems before playing knight c4. And oh, he goes c6 check. C6 check. He wants to get the king to c6 and then give the knight a5 check.
How about king b8 to be just away from checks?
maybe now just take the pawn.
Yeah? Yeah, and queen c2, queen b3.
Exactly.
Knight c5?
No, you don't want to do that.
Oh no.
You just wanted to show the chat that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't really learn that. Oh. To pretend that I wanted to show. Also, wait. Does it make black to force to capture this c6 pawn? Because this c6 pawn creates so much mating threats for black.
Yeah, take the c6 pawn, now knight c4.
Yeah, it happened in the game.
It happened in the game.
I guess queen d5, because you do want to keep the queen in the center. Knight a5 and I don't know. Here I'm even thinking king d7 and
yeah, that should be fine here. I mean, there are not enough open files for white pieces.
Exactly. As long as this knight is on d3, I don't think white is getting access to either of these files. And black, on the other hand, he has some nice threats on the h file. Yeah. And also the evaluation bar is slightly tilted towards black, which is also helpful in understanding. Queen d5 played in the game, and I think knight a5 is forced now, right? Is there again any other option? Rook a6 check. There's just king.
Yeah.
Also rook a6 check. Yeah.
Yeah. Continue.
No, I don't think there's any sense to play rook a6 because even after king d7, it's not like white has a follow-up. The c4 knight is constantly hanging. So queen d5, I think knight a5 is the only move, king d7. And here again, queen c2 seems like the only move. a1 is hanging since such a long time. I think we're kind of going to get this in the game, and now h4 should also follow. And here I like black a bit more.
Definitely.
Yeah. How do you try to continue here if you're white?
Oh, there is a brilliant suggestion in the chat. Instead of knight a5 check, white might go with rook a6, and if king d7. Chad already found, it's not me talking, rook d6 check.
Oh, we missed rook d6 check.
Yeah.
Who found this?
This is amazing.
Oh, nice. Soham Kamutra.
So maybe king b7.
Well done. Yeah, king b7.
And if you play queen c2, I can just take c4, I mean.
Yeah, so
rook
you don't want to allow this. I think even this is not entirely clear. But yeah, this creates some threats. So you want to take you want to take on c4 and no, rook a1, there's queen into a6, no?
Yeah, or rook a, yeah, anything that's
right.
Yeah. Knight a5 is on the board. To be honest, this is so hard to spot. Rook a6, rook d6, but it's brilliant. We I like this. In the game is knight a5 and king d7, and queen captured on c2. So
yeah.
Now h4 looks very logical move here, right?
Yeah, and after queen a4, you always have c6.
He goes rook 8. Now this can just be defended with b4, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe the knight on a5 isn't doing so much, so maybe bring it back with knight b3.
Yeah, also makes sense. But knight b3, maybe you lose something after rook b8.
Yeah, definitely. This is a problem.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to go either b4 or some queen a4 check. Queen a4 check, c6, and here maybe there is something like c4 to try and open lines, get this knight out of. But yeah, I don't really see lord after queen c5. So I think b4 kind of suggests itself. So maybe he wanted to provoke b4 and then go h4.
Rook a4.
Rook
Wow.
a4. Ah, this is nice. This is nice, and I'm not entirely sure if Lee Kwang anticipated this. So rook a4, let's go king e7. Oh no, then rook d4.
Yeah, and
Queen
rook
is
d4 now. Yes.
yeah. But this is certainly a bit dangerous for black, yeah. The knight gets to a good square.
c4, maybe c5.
c5, yeah. And I was thinking of just giving up an exchange here to try and get access against the black king. But this doesn't look good because of rook d8.
Yeah, c4 is
black.
also in.
Yeah.
Oh, he went to king c8 to avoid rook d4 pin. And
This
after
game is
knight
incredibly
c4,
interesting today.
yeah. This match is interesting. The other game was also quite sharp.
Yeah.
I wonder what Mishra prefers, to play online chess tournaments or to play over the board tournaments.
I'm more used to playing over the board, and I like it more as you get more time to calculate all these very sharp variations like this.
Yeah. I think all the chess players just would pick over the board tournaments. And how was your experience in Sochi?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience playing against Jobava. I've been going through a lot of his games. His creativity is simply amazing. I mean, yeah, it was a very fun experience overall.
Nice. And was it like super long trip for you?
We went to Hungary for like 2.5 months, and then we went there to Sochi and back.
So you're in Europe, and then you went to Sochi from Europe. Okay, yes. That's at least in halfway. Yeah, that's nice.
Meanwhile, this position, it looks like it has become really difficult for black, no? Not easy to find a defense. Knight b6 is a threat with the discovered / double attack.
Maybe queen c6, but still knight b. No, just knight c5. Okay, yeah, just queen c6, I guess.
Why doesn't knight? Oh, because of knight c5.
Knight c5.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. But still, just rook e1, rook a1.
Can you take on a4 and knight c5?
This doesn't look good, and you don't want to take queen e4. But maybe he played king d8. Yeah, queen c6. The problem is white has knight a5. And if you move the queen somewhere here, then there's queen b7 check. If you go queen b6, then I think queen d5 is strong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, king d8 on the board. And also after king d8, There's a lot of tactics going around. There are most like knight e3 where you give up the queen for 2 rooks, but
But even here, I mean, this isn't that clear because yeah, b2 and c3 are gonna fall.
yeah, and the d3 knight is really strong. But I think you can take and then play knight e3.
Now king e7, but yeah, knight e5.
Yeah, king e7. I'll be thinking about knight d5. I'll be thinking about knight f5, and also there are options to start with queen c4 and then play either of these moves. This looks so dangerous for black.
Yeah, even though it might be holding.
Yeah, even though it might be holding, but how do you hold this? Like takes and knight e3, and how does black defend here? How I mean, the evaluation bar, it doesn't really show a big spike for white, but I think practically it looks very dangerous for black, especially
Definitely.
with just 2 minutes remaining. He goes rook a1, which is also, I think, quite strong. With the same idea, eventually he gets his knight to e3 and he starts creating threats. But I thought it's better to have this queen away, the black queen away from the action, so white can create more threats. Now queen e8 check is the obvious threat, so black probably has to play king e7 here, and now again knight e3.
Knight 3, queen e6, queen d4.
Yeah, rook a7 incoming, knight d5 incoming, and I would find it very hard to defend as black. I think Wesley is a big favorite to try and equalize this. Yes, knight e3 on the board. I think the queen has to either go to e5 or e6 to keep, yeah, queen e6 with possible ideas of getting the queen onto h3 or h6. Even f5 is an option. So queen e6 and now maybe queen a3 check. But queen a3 you just run like this, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's why you suggested queen d4. Queen d4,
g7 is also hanging.
yeah, g7 is hanging. But I think, I mean, you have to control the d5 point. So rook h5 or rook d8, either of these two moves. Rook
But if
h5,
rook a7, yeah, rook a7.
yeah, rook a7 or rook a8 also, yeah. Actually, yeah, I think rook a8 is maybe even winning. So maybe you just have to give up this pawn and go bail out. Bail out and then try to play for compensation with this d3 knight.
Yeah, and if b4, there's h3 maybe even.
Yeah.
And it's happening the game. Rook d8.
Oh yeah, rook d8. So queen to g7 expected, and now queen f6. Knight e5. This is dangerous to not exchange the queen.
For who? For both.
No, but I think it's more dangerous for black, no?
Really? I like knight f3 idea, just to get this knight over here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe queen g5 check, and where does the king go? I mean, f6,
I was thinking f6, yeah.
Knight f5 or queen g7. So say queen g7.
Queen g7, I wanted to go king e8.
Oh, he went for king e8 immediately without f6.
Probably makes more sense. Less of a weakening move. And now there's a threat of knight f3 check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I don't know why I played f6. This is what I had seen earlier. But okay, queen h5. I was also thinking maybe white can simply play queen f5 and go to a nice endgame. But I think keeping the queens on makes more sense for white. He just has to prevent h3 so that the king gets to g2. And once the king goes to g2, I think it's a bit of a safe haven. Knight f3 check, king g2, for example. There's no h3 check. And in the meanwhile, there are ideas with queen h8 check, rook a7, and all the threats against black's king. So black's king so much more exposed than the white's king. And that's why League One starts with h3. So there's knight f3 check. But
But even then, I mean, just king h1. I mean, so knight f5.
yeah, I think knight f5, knight f3 check, and now king h1. Yeah, he has to go king h1. That's the only move. And the king is pretty safe for now. Yeah, I think the king seems pretty safe for now, yeah?
Yeah, and queen h8 is the. So you play
queen
queen
b3 prevents rook d1 and also threatens rook d1 check. And if queen h8 check, then there's just king d7, and I don't see a follow up. So
maybe queen f6.
Yeah, queen f6. No, he just takes the pawn on h3. So the king gets some breathing space. Now, no more of his backrank threats, and knight d4 is a threat. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, this is just winning now.
Yeah, completely agree. This is just winning now.
Yeah, and queen b2, I think white has rook d1.
King c8 and give no.
But you
I go
can't
king
take the rook.
d7. You can? You can't, right?
Yeah, so you should go knight e3, right?
Yeah. Should go knight e3. Yeah, true. But that was a nice variation. Knight e7. This doesn't work because of queen c1 check, king g2, and queen g1 mate. So for this reason, you have to play the knight to e3, so the d1 square is protected. And I think this is what we'll see in the game. Oh, he goes king c6. Makes sense. Now, once again, rook d1, this queen.
So
yeah.
So you got queen h6, so this h3 square is free for the king.
Exactly. And now he can take this. Yeah, queen g1, king h3. I think the game will continue on for a few more moves. Queen into h2, there's king g4. Maybe he'll just take queen into f2 first. But not a lot to play, yeah? I think you can go.
Yeah, maybe queen f4 or queen e3.
Yeah, queen f4 or queen e3. Queen into h2, king g4. Meanwhile, Adivan is in the chat talking nonsense as usual. But you had a brilliant game against Adivan, yes?
Yeah, it was very messy. This knight f5 sacrifice, and somewhere over there I messed up.
Yeah.
It's very. I felt that it must be wrong to end the game, but I mean, there's no clear way out, and of course, the engine gives minus 1.9, but that's only if you survive the attack.
Exactly, that's only if you survive the attack. True. But I think that was definitely my favorite game of this tournament. Did you catch that, Keti?
No. I have not seen that. I think I have to take a look at that.
I mean, it was literally AD's masterpiece. He played a brilliant game. People in the chat are asking what you're doing. Where is Keti? They're asking you to blink if you're being held hostage.
No, I was doing the work that you usually do. Now I do post it on social media and tagged you as you guys were so busy with the chess. So I was here listening everything, and you guys are just so brilliant. I can't catch up with the Grandmasters. I'm just watching, observing.
Queen f4 was a blunder.
Yeah, Queen of 4 was actually a blunder. True. We both fell for it.
Wow.
And after knight g1, it's a draw. He cannot play. He cannot take the king to g5 because of knight h3 check.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So
And
king
so
h4, queen into h2.
Queen e2.
And yeah, exactly. He keeps the lead.
What a save.
I know, right? Unbelievable. And is he knight f3 check also draws here, yeah? Or no? King h5 and it's winning for white.
Yeah, the surprising part is Wesley also had time on his clock.
True, but it's not so surprising because the position just feels so winning, yeah? We also thought queen f4. We thought the same too.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. How about the next game? We have there the rook end game, but both rooks are on the board and too much of the pawns.
True. Lots of pawns here.
And Artemio once again struggling on the clock. Less than 1 minute, where Aronian has more than 7 minutes.
That's also usual. So Abhi, playing against these guys at a completely new level, was it a challenge keeping up with them on the time factor?
Yes, definitely. They would all play very fast, and I'm not trained to play rapid for the last many months. I've been playing classical overall, and it was a new experience. I'll definitely get better at playing rapid.
But how were you able to cope up? How did you try to cope up with it for this
I
tournament?
tried to not go below 3 minutes of time difference.
Okay, interesting.
That's nice.
And did you try and do some special opening preparations so you can play more moves faster initially?
I mean, whatever I remembered, I just kept on playing, and yeah, that's about it. I mean, I didn't do any special preparation for every opponent.
Got it. So what's going on in the position here? We have a really interesting end game. White has more pawns on the queen side, and black has one more pawn here. It's a lot about who can get advance their parser faster. And for the moment, it looks like black rooks are doing a good job holding the white pawns, and the black king.
King g4, king f3, yeah.
Yeah, black king is coming in. How do you evaluate this, Abhi?
A5 is definitely a weakness. Black, I mean, overall, I guess the positions are around equal, but definitely black's the one who's pressing.
Interesting. And Katie, what do you think?
I like black here because of the active king. I like this king g4, king f3. If king gets active, there is some pawn pushes like g5, f4, and black can create some passed pawn.
Meanwhile, did you check the first game of Aronian Artemio when Artemio drew from a completely lost position, knight and 2
Yes,
pawn?
I checked that. That was amazing. This king e7 was a mistake, and this knight g5 in the opening, that was also a mistake by Artemiev. This knight f8 was genius.
Knight g5 in the opening?
I think we have not seen the
Yeah,
opening.
move 17.
Yeah.
So you're following these games
17.
and also analyzing, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Wow, you're so up to date. But yeah, do you think their defense is one of the big differences in level among grandmasters?
Yes, I believe that the higher you go, the level of resistance will become higher, of course. I mean, if you give the same position a 2500 and 2700, they'll defend it. 2700s will defend it way better than a 2500, for sure.
Right.
In the
Going
game.
live. And we are back. We are back, and Rook D5 has been played. Apologies for the brief interruption. Actually, we had quite a few moves in the live board. So from where we left, sorry, Rook D5 was not played. King C3, King G4, Rook E1, G5, Rook E3. So Aronian is holding the black king from E3. And Rook D8, F4, takes. And this is the live position that we have right now. If I was white, I would definitely be a bit scared. The black pawns seem to be advancing so much faster than the white pawn.
Yeah, so Rook G8, Rook G5.
Can you insert F3? Or
F3 is nice.
F3, King H4.
Yeah, King H4
You have
is
at
a
least
big problem.
Rook H.
Wait,
H
F3, can I
check.
just take it?
This is beautiful.
Even if you don't, even when
G-
you get the Rook to G7, there's no, you can't come to G1 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, both these squares are
Nice.
covered by the pawn. Nice.
Hopefully Aronian doesn't fall. Yeah, he did.
Aronian usually is the one who tricks.
But now the
True.
time is back to equal.
Yeah, the time is black to equal, and this position is still a lot more dangerous for white. The E pawn is so much faster than the C pawn. So
Yes,
King
definitely.
G4.
The evaluation bar doesn't seem to care, but yeah.
Yeah, it cares, no? It's
Yeah, it's
shows
around
better for
-1.
black. Yeah.
But it's not, yeah, it's not
No,
completely winning
the
yet.
live evaluation bar is on the right corner.
No.
The small
Wonderful.
Is black going now to E3?
Yeah, E3 takes
E3,
King C4.
E2.
Or should I play B4 here?
So B4, A takes B4, King takes B4.
Yeah,
E2.
actually, it's not so clear.
Oh, one thing is, why should I activate your king? Maybe I'll just give up a pawn and play E2 directly.
Instead of taking on B4?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Takes.
And now Rook takes E2.
B takes A5.
King E4.
Yeah.
King C4, Rook C2. I'm in time. King B5, King D5, A6, Rook B2.
Oh wow. We have this position with D3 pawn, and B4 looks the practical chance for white, right? And we might get the position which we already had on the board.
Yeah, I think B4 E2 is very smart. It's what Aronian should. Artemiev should ideally go for. Even though he has only 30 seconds, it feels like.
Yeah, it feels very natural.
Yeah.
But does A takes B4 and E2 also win? I mean,
Can we push B5 then? Like after E2, take and B5 just to have the connected pass pawns.
Rook takes E2, Rook takes E2, B5.
Oh yeah, you first take this. Sorry. And now B5.
Yeah.
What's going on with the evaluation?
Yeah, in the game, some madness is happening. White captured A5 pawn, and then he decided to give up the rook and to have to connected pass pawn. Is there a chance here? Bar says that there is no chance.
No chance. Yeah, King F4, King D5, King F5.
You have to follow this king. Yeah.
B4.
Rook D1, King C6, King E6. B5. Actually, yeah, that might be a bit annoying.
Is it losing?
Doesn't look so straightforward to me. It doesn't look so straightforward to me. No, I think it's incredibly tricky. Whatever is the move here.
So King F5 is on the board.
Yeah, and now we're looking at B4.
Maybe Rook B. No, Rook B1 makes no sense. C6.
Or maybe just King F6 to gain an extra tempo.
B5.
King E7.
King C6. King D8.
But now King B7. Rook E7 and King B8, there's Rook E5.
Got it.
Oh yeah, it's with a check. Oh, nice, nice. C6 makes no sense, the check.
Rook
Rook
D1,
D1
King
check, King
E7.
E7.
Where's the win now? I guess
King
yeah, rook,
E5. Got it, got it, got it.
King E5, C6.
Rook H1.
But now the knight.
Ah, first check and then tricky.
Well, maybe Aronian will have auto queen on. But I think, yeah, this is
Did
the
all under control to disable it.
Ah, yeah, right. On the server that you're playing. King F6 and yeah, I think King F6 is better.
Ah, so rook, he played rook C1, King D6, King F6, yeah.
Yeah, and if B4, then he could just take this pawn. So not really useful for white.
But now King D6?
Yeah,
Like
King
B4, rook
D6,
C4, King D7 maybe even. Yeah, no, King D7 was a bit stronger, so I have King E8 in the end.
Ah, if I give a check first.
King E7?
It's not the same thing. No, it's not the same thing.
But yeah, I guess after B4, just King E5, King D5 should win.
Yeah, just keep the pawns under control. True.
So B5, now rook D7, King C8, rook D5. He played rook D5 in the game.
Okay, so how is this winning for black? I still don't.
H5,
You,
B6.
oh, you just go king
King
d8
D8.
and king c8.
Yeah, B6, King D8, B7, rook H6, and King C7.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I think both the players have seen this. Yeah, and Aronian's hand is on his head.
We know what that means. Nice. That leaves that. Yeah, that means that Artemio will be leading the match if he converts this, right?
Yes, and he wins.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Artemio wins and he goes into the lead. Meanwhile, the live action in the game 3 of the final has begun, and this is the position we have from this opening: d4, knight f6, knight f3, d5, e3. And after c5, d into c5, we have seen Lee Kwang do this for a few games.
This line.
Yeah, but it looks like Wesley is so well prepared. Bishop b5 check, bishop d7 takes, and this feels like the node boom pawn structure: a4, b to c5, b5, and now g5.
G5.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
So
why did not take knight into g5?
Okay. Rook g8 maybe.
Exactly, rook g8 and rook g2.
So bishop b2. It seems they're both prepared. I mean, g5 is they still have like 17 minutes both.
Yeah, that's true. Look at their clocks.
Queen e2.
Yeah. Well, Stockfish's move. And now f4. G takes f3, knight takes f3, rook g8. Knight bd2 and rook g4. And according to the computer, Wesley is a bit better here.
But if that's the case, why was Lee Kwang blitzing?
Well, there are these variations in which you don't really expect your opponent to find all the best moves. Yes, that could be one of the possibilities, or maybe the computer here is not deep enough. But how do you defend this a4 pawn? Like, is there a single way how you can defend the a pawn?
Apart from queen d1, I mean, doesn't look like it.
Queen where?
Queen d1, but
Queen d1.
it's played on the board, but this looks already very bad for white.
True, it looks bad for white. Yeah.
So rook h8, and now I guess rook f2 is kind of forced.
And now what?
Is knight e4 a possibility?
Yeah, knight e4 was also my first intention. And now white just loses the h2 pawn. But I think white has to go rook e2 here.
Yeah.
Can I try some crazy sacrifices on h2? Knight takes h2, rook h4, and knight g3 ideas?
Knight f3.
Oh, then knight comes.
So after queen d1 is maybe if white is trying rook f2, you can play knight e4 instead first, but knight e4 there could be maybe some knight e5 tactics. Because rook g4 is unprotected.
When exactly? Sorry, I didn't catch you.
So instead of rook h8, maybe knight e4 directly.
Okay. Makes sense. So now rook g8 is a nasty threat. Now actually I don't see a move for white. After knight e4.
But the only thing is rook g4 is unprotected, so maybe some knight e5 somewhere. So if you could take knight c4, d takes c4, knight e5, there's bishop e5.
Sorry. Yeah, bishop e5, queen g4, bishop into b2. And again, I don't see any way for white out here. Bishop into e5, there's knight into e5. Queen d1, knight e4. Wow, such a strong move. Can I take and play knight d4 instead?
Bishop takes h2.
King h1.
Rook h4.
I gotta play knight c6 check. And then just king e8, yeah. And here it's just over.
But black doesn't exactly have a mating threat.
True. Bishop g1 is not a mating threat. I was wondering if I can... no, but g4, bishop g1 is lost. Yeah.
So maybe just some queen e2, queen f2. But yeah, not even queen f2 is possible. Wait, bishop e5, king g1, take. And now queen h2, king f2, and now white has like rook h3 or rook g4.
Rook g1.
Queen g3.
Oh no, wait. Yeah.
Rook h3 was even better, no? Because you want first to give a check on f3, and then you want also queen g3, queen e3 check.
Yes, but maybe queen h8 or queen g7 here.
Yeah, I was looking for something like this. So complex, incredibly complex variations. And this is probably what is also going through Wesley So's mind as he's imagining all these variations. Knight e4, rook g8, and all of these moves. Again, with computer, not so difficult to find, but without computer, you have to work out through all these maze of variations. Rook g4. Yeah, rook g4 and
h8
I guess white has to go rook g1. Queen h8, knight f8, and now rook g1, yeah?
Yeah, my idea is if I go rook g1 directly, queen g3 check, there's no king e2.
I missed this.
It's
Yeah.
queen g2.
Yeah, queen g2. Yeah. So you
So I
play
want to
queen
put the
h8
queen on
first.
h8 and then do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very complex here, and we are very far from the actual game. So we were looking at knight e4 and takes, and here we are looking at knight e5 and knight d4. Not clear if if white has any other option here, but he has gone rook g8 directly after. Yeah.
The only problem with knight e4 is that you could take and go h3.
Yeah. True. Yeah, you can take and go h3. Yeah. How did we miss this? It's h3, rook g3, and now the pawn is no longer hanging. So knight d2 and queen h5 and all these moves incoming. Yeah, so
to rook b4.
yeah, he went and played rook b4, knight f1, and now was knight g4 the idea? So knight g4 is one option, knight e4 is another option, and what else can black play here? Okay, let's start by looking at knight g4, then the rook moves, and is there a way to force something concrete here for
Rook c2,
black?
maybe knight d5.
I was hoping for some knight d4 tricks, but maybe with the knight on e5, it's not much. Maybe it is.
When the game we went knight e4.
Yeah, in the game he went knight e4, rook c2 on the board. Still ideas like knight d4, knight c6 in the air, so he goes
a7.
queen a7.
So still
Attacking
a4.
the a4 pawn. Yeah.
It's
Lee Kwang
amazing how
still
these,
has more than 15 minutes, by the way.
yeah. It's amazing how these top players, they changed the focus completely. It looked like with rook g4, he was attacking a4, then rook g8 trying to attack the king side, now back to the queen side slots.
Yeah. They have this overall something like a 360-degree vision. Yeah, true, but I think that's probably true across all levels. Yeah, I mean, at all levels, there's a difference in what they see, and at each level, someone sees more than the other.
Yes, definitely. And now rook e2, rook a8, you can't defend a4.
Yeah, you just have to give up the a pawn. So finally, Lee Kwang is thinking for the first time in this game so far, but the position is just too bad. The problem is if you lose the a4 pawn, you also lose the b5 pawn immediately. Rook e2, rook a8, and now if a5, then just rook into b5. And white would be happy to try and keep at least one of the pawns to not lose both the pawns if there is a possible way that he can do it. So bishop a3 is maybe one of the options. Takes and rook a2.
But still, what's your threat?
But okay, bishop c5 is not even a threat, and knight c3 is just game over. So how does white try and defend here?
And black's king on e7 is not even coming weak in one of these variations. It's all safe.
No, yeah, it's completely safe. But yeah, I mean, it would be pretty instructive to see how the top GM tries and defends from a position like this, in which we are struggling so hard to find a single move. Meanwhile, a few new people joining us asking what's the score. The score is 1.5 in favor of Lee Kwang Lim in the set 2. In the set 1, Wesley So has won the set 1. So Lee Kwang has to win this set of 4 games in order to equalize this match and go to the tie break in the final of the Chessable Masters. Yeah. So Queen E7. Okay, when we start thinking about how to defend as white here, I think we just go speechless because every move loses something or the other.
Yes, but how do you create counterplays? Like black's position is so solid also.
Can you play something like knight d2 here?
Yeah, most likely this is best and just give up a4.
Yeah, my point is if you take this pawn, then I
A4.
start with knight into e4. So I create some counterplay. Maybe knight d2 first, and then some counterplay, some opening up, and if you don't play, if you don't take on a4, then at least I'm holding off for a few moves. So knight d2, knight into d2. Maybe start with knight into d2. But now I take rook into d2 and I defend the a4 pawn. So I think white has to try and play knight d2 here. Yes, Soham, the last game was a draw in which Wesley So was completely winning. Meanwhile, Abhi, question for you. Have you ever played 1b3 in your life?
1b3, maybe in a few bullet games.
Only in a few bullet games, yeah? And no serious games?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. Would you
Hopefully in the
ever consider playing 1b3?
Definitely if I see that some opponent is not playing that great against, say, sidelines. So this could be a nice surprise.
Interesting. Not the answer I wanted to know, but so were you expecting AD to play 1b3 against you during this tournament?
Yes, definitely. But then I looked at all the other games and they were all e4. So
True. Yeah. Some people they don't practice what they preach. Okay. Really long think. And after that, finally we have a move. Queen E1 played by Lee Kwang with the idea of Queen H4. Also makes sense, trying to generate some counterplay. But I think this should be easily neutralizable, yeah?
can you just take a4 still? Like Queen H4, King
Queen H4? Should I take first? Should
I guess no matter which way you take an f6.
No, but if I take this first and then take Queen into h7?
f6. c4. Knight e4.
Just trying to hold on to the pawn.
Oh, wait, why am I playing this knight df6? Can I take c2?
Yeah, you can take c2, of course. Then I take on g8, and then you mate me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see this queen f2 coming.
So maybe you should reverse the move order and take h7 first.
Yeah, this is the only way forward. But here it feels like yeah, you could do this, and it would be the same position after knight f6.
Yeah. And Queen C3, I mean, this looks very shaky, and I mean, even 94, Queen B2, and just King E7.
Knight d4. It certainly looks shaky, but you know, for black, I think he'll be happy as long as he keeps surviving.
And knight EF6 is what he played in the game.
Yeah, knight ef6 is what he played in the game. I think a much safer move, you know, he doesn't have to calculate all these things and he knows that he's a bit better. It's a very practical way to decide things quickly when you don't. I think especially in this faster time controls, it really helps if you can optimize your decision making without having to do a lot of long calculations. So knight f6 on the board, and
But this gives white an opportunity to defend A4, but yeah. Bishop 6 and rook A2, but
but
looks
I think Wesley would be happy, no, to get this bishop.
Yeah. 94, for example. Oh yeah, rook G4. Other rook, yeah, attack A4.
Oh yeah, sorry. H3.
Can I take? B6, Queen A6.
I was thinking I can try and get some counterplay like this, takes, and now queen h4, and it's not so easy.
Yeah.
This I think black would be losing. Yeah.
Losing?
I mean, I had this threat of g5, g6, and g8.
H6 here?
Oh yeah, you could just play h6. Yeah, no, black cannot lose this, but of course, there's also some counterplay. Rook g4 actually played in the game, so we see it, and yeah, h3. I think h3. Black can take rook into a4, and he will be a pawn up.
Queen D1, but this is too much.
Well, you have to do what you got to do to survive.
94. Yeah.
Yeah. Queen d1, knight e4. Is that? Am I missing something though? No, but I think you can just.
Yeah, take and take E3.
Yeah. Too many stuff lagging.
So 94 is Queen C2.
Meanwhile, Keti, once again, the chat is asking you to blink your eyes if you have been held hostage.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. Yes, and I had a bit of but I was actually following on YouTube the commentary and quite so unclear situation, right? We still don't know how this day will end for the players.
Oh yeah, true. Do you have any predictions so far based on how the game has turned out? Games have turned out.
Me or
either of you? Yeah.
I think that Artemiev, he should definitely hold with white. I mean, it's a G3 Grunfeld after all, so.
Yeah, true.
Very solid for white.
G3 Grunfeld. And this move, knight e5, it's actually an interesting little move, which is also what I recommend in my course, the Lifetime Repertoire Catalan. And I think knight g4 is one of the best moves here, which supposedly equalized, but I don't think Aronian continued or followed it up well as accurately as he can.
Artemiev just wanted a draw, maybe just play knight takes g4. Like instead of bishop 4? Like CD,
Yeah,
knight takes
yeah. True. Knight takes
Just go
g4
h3.
and true, but also why would you want to just make a draw? Yeah, you try to keep the game going, and it's not like bishop f4 goes into any complications. Yeah, here black has to play accurately and he equalizes, but if black doesn't play accurately, then white gets an edge.
Yeah.
I think that's the nature. So white is playing without risk in any case. And I don't think knight c6 is such a great move here. After takes h3, e5, and now bishop c1. Yes, bishop c1 is an important move. This exact variation is also there in one of the variations in my course. So bishop c1, knight f6 takes, knight e4, knight d2, bishop into e5, knight into e4, d into e4, and here I think white wins a pawn with either queen c2 or queen e4. If Artemiev wins this game, then this would end very early. So set 1 was a draw. Set 2, whoever wins this, they get the third place. And if Artemiev wins this, then they don't even have to play the fourth game. And I think after queen c2 or queen a4, white should be winning at least one pawn in either variations. So Artemiev looking good. He also has a lot of time. Meanwhile, let's get back into the final game in which
gc4.
this is a really
Wow.
interesting construction.
So black wants knight e4 and he doesn't want any queen c2.
Yeah. And he just wants to play. I think he also wants to target the e3 pawn in some way. So knight d2, rook c3 maybe. Yeah. And rook c3, rook b1. I was thinking maybe black can get c4 somewhere here. And bishop into b4
But
or
c4
bishop c5.
maybe a5. It's happened in the game.
Yeah, it happened in the game. And aren't you scared of something?
Yeah.
Do you have b6? Yeah, you have b6.
Yeah, this wins for white.
Yeah. And if I start with rook into b1, then you can just take with the knight also. Yeah, same thing works everywhere. Although here, same thing should work everywhere.
Knight takes b1, rook d3.
No, now there's bishop c5.
Bishop c5, b7, rook e1 and rook d1. Okay.
But you play rook f2. Yeah.
All the pieces on the back rank, even then white is winning.
Yeah, true. So knight b1. Knight b1, you have to go rook b3. b6, there's rook into b6. True. So you take with the queen ideally. That makes more sense. And then try and get b6. Now this is actual counterplay. The pawn getting to b6. Although the computer still favors black clearly, I think in the game, Li Kong would be happy that he's got this pawn to b6. And I was thinking bishop c5 directly, but you take rook into b4, bishop into b4, and now b6.
Now
if you go b6, if you go b6 directly, I thought I had rook into b6, but even this, yeah. Oh, so he plays rook b1, queen b1, and then goes bishop c5, but now b6.
Now the computer favors white.
Yeah, because this b6 is nasty. And now rook b2 and a6, but rook b2, there's rook a3, rook b5.
You can push a6 immediately, I think.
Oh, yes. True, Keti. This is a strong move.
Now rook to c3. But yeah, it doesn't work. King h1, knight g4, knight f3.
and the pawn should queen.
So black, if white is fine and maybe even a little bit better, where did Wesley go wrong?
That's around this point when he played bishop c5, that's when there was a huge spike. So I guess this is the point where he made a mistake according to the computer.
Maybe queen c5 and knight g4.
Yeah. Queen c5 is a very strong move. True. Queen c5, and if I go b6, now knight g4. b7, knight into e3, yeah? Or rook into e3. Rook into e3 seems even stronger.
Yeah.
The same knight g4 idea in a different position in the game. Black still has a lot of counterplay. So this position is still double-edged and going down the wire. Both the players have a lot of time actually. 5 minutes for white, 6 minutes for black. And after knight g4, I think the only move is g3 to prevent against all these threats. Bishop into e3 check. And now king g2 is one move, king h1 is the other move. But either ways, it looks like white's king is relatively safe, yeah?
Yes, but I would like to say that if there is a pawn on b7 and the position is still equal, black must have some very serious counterplay.
Interest. But is the counterplay... No, but I think maybe the reason why it's equal is because you just protect everything with bishop a7. You know, just set up a dark square blockade and
Queen
white
b4?
has 2 light square pawns. Yeah, queen b4, yeah, sorry. So you have to get bishop a7, but you have to move the rook first, yeah? But then you take knight into e3. Maybe bishop into e3 is not the way to go. Maybe it's knight into e3 here. Why did I take bishop into e3? I don't know. But yeah, knight into e3 seems to be the way to go. And I think this dark square blockade should be the way for black to keep things in balance. Meanwhile, do you see anything interesting on the chat, Keti?
Of course, it's always interesting in the chat.
You know, what I noticed is since AD arrived, there's been actually almost no chess move in the chat. And since then, I stopped looking at the chat as well. But surprisingly, AD wrote something about chess that my course goes on for 2 more moves from this position. So AD has bought the course and actually studied it. Interesting.
Oops. He sold himself. He just showed.
Bishop h6, the idea is, I guess, rook f6, you have rook d1.
Yeah, queen d1, there's queen e8, checkmate. And queen e7, queen d5 check also, I think, wins on the spot. Rook e to c6, there's rook d8 check. Yeah, Artemia seems to be taking this one. Good prep by Artemia. I wonder where he got it from.
If he wins this game, it makes him the winner of the match already? It means that we're going to have... Yes. Oh, we don't... Yeah, winner of the match. Oh, wow.
So knight c3, a6.
Yeah, knight e3, a6, and you can actually go bishop a7 now.
Queen b4? But yeah, queen d6.
Yeah.
Queen C3 knight D1.
Yep. He goes bishop A7. And
Very messy game.
yeah, very messy and very interesting. Bishop A7, queen before check, there's queen D6. So how does white make progress? Can you go for this and then play queen's check? Bishop into B8, A7, takes.
Rook
How's
C1, I mean,
this
it's
endgame?
too many pawns. D4, E5, C3.
Yeah, the knights are not good against so many pawns. So of course, Lee Kwang doesn't play this. He goes king H1 instead. And once again, I'm out of moves after king H1. This position is so difficult to play. Queen D6 is protecting against queen B4. But I think with the queens on here, white can play something like rook B2 and try and get A7 in.
Yes.
But overall, yeah, I feel a bit nicer for black actually here.
Even with all the white pieces on the back rank, it's equal.
Well,
yeah,
the pieces are on the back rank. Yeah, with the pawns.
B7, rook D3. So maybe he wants some knight takes f4 and queen E5, queen E4.
Knight into E3, immediately taken, rook into E3. And now white has to really try and get some threats against the black's king. Queen B4 check, there's always queen D6. And how do you try and create threats against black's king?
Knight f1.
Knight f1, okay. Knight f1 doesn't really do anything. Yeah,
the computer hates it.
That's exactly why I said it so confidently. Otherwise, do you think Lee Kwang plays knight f1 and I would immediately say, what is knight f1?
Do you see the moves faster than us?
Who?
You see the moves before it appears on the screen?
No, I mean, when I saw the evaluation bar going, and then I'm like, oh no, this is not a good move. And then the few seconds, it allows me to figure out why.
Knight f1, rook b3.
Rook b3, there's rook b2.
Yeah.
Queen e5.
Wow. Wait.
Yeah, this is the problem. Queen e5 probably missed by Lee Kwang. Rook into b3, c into b3. Of course, you cannot take queen into b3 because of queen e4 checkmate. And yeah, otherwise, you're suggesting something else here, no?
Maybe take h7, but queen e5 is okay.
Wow.
This has to be lost.
Rook b2 on the board, and I think
Queen
we're going to
e5.
see queen e5.
Yeah, Wesley should be able to equalize with this game. Queen e5 played.
Queen e5 played, and yeah, I don't mind Wesley equalizing the score. It sets us up for a really interesting last game, but it also kind of makes things so much in Wesley's favor. Yeah, then he just needs to make a draw with white. And I think Wesley is one of the safest people you can have to make a draw with white.
Ground fault to this what is it? Rook d7, rook g7 perpetual.
No, but Rook D7 perpetual, where?
What was that?
Bishop takes D4, knight takes C1. Rook G7, knight
Which
G8.
position?
This Rook B1 Grumfeld.
You guys, he's
You're
talking
talking
to
about a
himself.
completely. No.
Yep.
He's talking about No, there's no way the chat will ever understand. But we can show it. We can show it after this game ends.
He's had like 10 games in that, so
Wesley?
yeah, I think so. With all white.
Yeah, but Lee Kwang is. Does he play only the Grunfeld?
I don't think so.
Right.
Knight D2, I guess. B2 or Queen E2?
I like Queen E2.
Queen takes B3.
And Queen takes
And
D2.
Queen?
Oh, no. Yeah. I got a bit careless there. Maybe B2.
Yeah, wait, but actually Queen E2, Queen B3, you have Queen E1 check, and then take D2 a check.
Yeah. True. But
Still,
this is
not very clear.
Yeah, there's still some counterplay. But I can go to F8. Oh no, then there's Queen B4.
8, but no.
This loses for black.
Knight D2, Queen E3, so that's even stronger. Okay. Queen G1.
Yeah, knight takes B3 and Queen F3 is checkmate. So is it just lost? Is he losing a piece by force? Knight F1, Queen G1 is checkmate.
So what do you play? Queen C1 played.
So some Queen C7.
Queen C7, King F6.
No more checks, yeah.
You have Queen F4,
Queen F4?
but it's straight in King F5, and this has to be winning.
Yeah, Queen F4 should lose. Takes and King F5 but Queen D8 I'm not so sure. But Queen D8 you just go King F5 and there's no more checks.
Yeah. B2 played.
Queen C7, King F6. Okay, so I think Wesley, sorry. Yeah. I think Wesley is winning the third game and he will equalize the score with that. It's probably going to be 1.5, and Wesley with the white pieces. I really don't see Lee Kwang hitting back and managing to take it to the tiebreak. But what do you think? What do you think, Abhi?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Wesley's preparation with black in this game was simply amazing. All this G5, G4, Rook G4 was all preparation. So
Yeah. Fabulous preparation. I think staying off social media really helps with a lot of extra time, which Wesley does. And the pawn goes all the way to the pawns on A6 and B7. They are just securely defended. The knight cannot move. The king cannot move. It's game over for Lee Kwang.
maybe one last stalemate idea, but okay, it's not going to work.
We can show that. And
somehow pawns get to F3 and F2. But you can't get off the knight. Okay.
Yeah, you cannot give the knight. Yeah.
It's Zugzwang also.
True.
Yeah, the game has ended already. Here after F5, we have resignation. And the final game will start in 15 minutes. I still hope for some tie breaks, but let's see. You guys don't believe in that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Unlike you, we didn't sneak off to eat something, Keti, so we wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's true.
Meanwhile, were you earlier laughing because there was a stalemate on the board?
I saw that, but it was not a stalemate. With the knight, it's hard to stalemate, right?
Yeah, with the knight, it's hard to stalemate.
So he was up a pawn. So rook f7, rook d1.
Yeah, he was up a pawn. Seems like Aronian has got back the b pawn. He takes bishop to b2, and but still white has a really nice position here. Can we go bishop g5?
So rook b2, rook d8 is a threat.
Yeah.
Maybe rook d7.
I was
But
also
okay,
thinking
much. You can just trade. Bishop
some
f6.
bishop f6. Yeah.
Bishop e5.
Yeah, bishop e5 is nice.
Oh wait, rook c8. Okay. No, it's rook c8. Okay, you don't even need to play bishop e5. Rook c8, rook e5,
Yeah,
everything
but
works.
but bishop e5 is a lot more flashier.
Yeah.
Artemi, he had 15 minutes when Aronian had only 10 minutes. But now when we come back and see, it's actually Aronian who has more time. 6 minutes to Artemi's 4 minutes.
I mean, this is a good situation for Levon to be in. I mean, he's down. It's equal material. Your position is worse, but if the computer does not see a forced win with this bishop on b2, then okay, things cannot be so bad.
But maybe the computer does like white. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So all these back rank issues.
True, but okay, it's never easy to convert one position against these guys. I mean, it's never easy to win against anyone, but especially with such high levels of resistance. And between Aronian and Artemio, I think they've both traded a lot of swindles with each other. Aronian, I think, managed to swindle Artemio once, but I think Artemio has managed it more in this match. Queen a5 played by Artemio.
He's played queen a5, but I have this very strange idea. Maybe I could have taken rook takes v2. Rook takes v2, queen e5. And the idea is that black is just tied down. Like I'll go e3, bishop 1.
It's quite interesting. But is black really that tied down?
Yeah, probably too much.
Yeah, it's just not working out. Queen a5, bishop f6, and takes.
So this weak blacking is the only thing that is in white's favor.
A weak blacking and a bit of an overextended pawn structure, I think.
Yeah.
So even if it goes in, if it goes in an endgame with this bishop, assuming these bishops are traded, white will, I think, still have something to push for.
Yeah, but currently the white bishop is currently it was dead, so Artemiev is trying to relocate it.
Makes a lot of sense. So let's say you play something like rook d7 to try and ease off. Oh no, this just loses.
Queen d5.
Queen d5, yeah. So bishop f1, and the idea is to get e3 in. Not easy to play with black. Apart from weak king, so the consequence of having a weak king, he doesn't really seem to have a lot of easy moves. The moves are not flowing for black. Meanwhile, we have Grandmaster Kevin Ming from Singapore in the chat. He's the Singapore #1 for, I think, a short period until Ting Jingyao takes over. But welcome, Kevin, to the chat.
Hello, Kevin. She's having a bit of difficulties over here in the poll.
Yes, Kevin, vote for 80, vote for 80, vote for 80.
Yeah, and even if somehow the dark square bishops get traded, even then you just go e3, h4, and queen e5, maybe somewhere.
Yeah, actually, it's hard to suggest moves for black. Yeah, for white, it's just everything is flowing. Black, I don't see a move. How do you defend this? He goes queen
Queen
c7,
c7.
and the computer immediately dislikes it. Is it because you
What?
can just take and no? Rook d6 is king
Yes,
f7. Maybe just
yeah,
queen b5.
that would have been nice if black was forced to play rook e7, then rook d8, rook f8 mate.
So queen c7, and yeah, I think you can just go move the queen. Yeah.
But now rook d7, rook c1.
Can't you take on d7? Ah, there's queen c8 or what?
But now you take a7, so
You take what? Yeah, a7. Yeah.
yeah. This is already a problem.
Yeah. So rook d7 doesn't seem to work. I like queen b5. He goes queen e6. He likes to keep control. Artemio likes to keep the strategic control.
And bishop c4. Does he want to just go back to queen f4?
Yeah, queen a4 is one option.
Oh, and you can't stop queen e8. Like you have to play queen c8, then rook c1.
Rook c7.
Rook c7 e3.
Yeah, it's just game over. Queen a6. Yeah, bishop c4, queen a4 is a problem. So he goes queen c8. Yeah, I thought he'd go queen c8. And I think now even rook d6 is quite strong.
But taking rook e7,
e3.
king f7.
No. I wanted to go bishop e3.
Oh, okay. So still king f7, bishop a7, but yeah. Bishop
But yeah,
c4.
this allows some counterplay.
Yeah, bishop 1 is still not in the game yet.
Yeah. So yeah, I think just stay away from queen exchange and just go queen a4. Yeah, queen a4.
So what does black play? I mean, bishop d7 doesn't do anything. I'll just play queen b3, and then bishop e6, you can take it. No, but no, bishop is on 6. Okay.
No, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, no, you just...
Bishop b6, queen a4.
Bishop d7, a7 is hanging.
Oh yeah, bishop d7 just a7.
So what does black play?
I think that's a question I should be asking you, because that's the most difficult thing in this position. White's more anyone can make.
Rook d7, white has rook c1.
Yeah, can you just play bishop g7 and try and exchange?
Yeah, but even here, I can just take and go e3 and...
Yeah, but as black, I just want to survive a few moves at a time. I can't really worry about how bad my position is.
And bishop g7, I can even go queen a5.
Nice.
Nice dance. Queen a6, a4, a5.
Yeah.
So rook c7 blade, and now e3, rook d7. Wow.
Can you just take everything and play some bishop c4 check, or it's
King h8.
yeah, no. It's just too few pawns. If this bishop could stay here forever, then it would be bad for the. Maybe we can continue this variation, bishop f8. But yeah, I mean, black gets a5, a4, and I don't really see. No, yeah, rook d7 feels so suspicious that there is something here.
Maybe just rook b1.
Rook b7. Oh no.
Taking queen 8, yeah.
He takes it, he goes for the endgame with bishop b5. Makes sense. And if queen c7, I guess this bishop c4, which wins.
And queen d1, king h2.
No.
No, wait, queen d1.
Yeah. So queen d2, also bishop c4 is nasty. There's knight, there's bishop c4 everywhere.
So queen e7?
I think one simple option is to just collect this pawn.
Yeah, or even here, bishop c4.
Bishop c4 is also nice, yeah. Do you have a, I think you have to be careful though. But no, queen c6.
King f7?
Yeah, king f7. You don't want to be a bit careful here against this g5 counterplay.
But bishop f8, or does that not work?
It seems to be working, but yeah, it seems to be working. Bishop f8, again, a very nice move. Although I'm not entirely sure of. Yeah, no, this should be winning.
So he went queen b7, and now computer hates it.
Bishop c4?
Queen f7, but okay. No, queen c6.
Yeah, queen c6 also.
So many back rank issues.
h4, he goes h4. Maybe, but bishop c4, maybe there's king f7, so takes queen e8, queen e7. h4, king f7, and again the computer hates it. Bishop 8 is winning, or what? Bishop 8, king e7.
He played it?
Yeah, bishop 8 is such a natural move, and now
bishop
c6. Yeah. And the king is just stranded. It looks very hard to avoid mate.
Yeah, like queen b6, queen a3. Yeah. Wow. King f7, queen f8, right?
Queen b8, and now also queen a3, king f7 now. Okay, this is your defense.
But then bishop f4, queen b6.
Yeah. No direct finish, so Artemis stalls with king g2. He's taking it slow. Black does not have much counterplay, so he's taking it slow.
King f7,
King
and
f7.
Computer screams that this is winning.
Yeah, but I think Artemis is going to take his time. Unless he finds something forcing, he's going to enjoy it. He's going to just improves position
Did bishop d5
strategically.
also work?
Should be working, yeah. Queen c7. Black, he keeps finding these only move defenses for some time, but not
Bishop
for too
d7,
long.
queen b7, and now
Bishop 8 check would be repetition. Not exactly, the king is on g2, but yeah. Not a clear way yet to break through. There should be some way. Yeah, he goes bishop 8. I'm wondering if he might h5 is met by g5 and all the lines. The same dance back. And now something like bishop f4.
yeah, no, now there's no queen b1, queen a2.
Yeah, queen b6 and now queen a3 check.
Queen a3 and queen d6.
Yeah, bishop e7. This is a problem.
So you let the
Black
advantage
still
flip.
has sorry?
You let the advantage flip. It's back to normal.
Yeah. Black has a lot of defensive resources here.
Queen a4.
It's a deep and dark forest where there is a lot of defensive resources.
1 second.
Why is Aronian thinking though? Why doesn't he just repeat? Keti,
Oh,
are you still here?
Sorry, I'm
yeah.
back. I'm back. Sorry.
No worries. It's good. I mean, Katie gets chance to speak for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, this position, to be honest, like for me, it's a bit like dry, not too much of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are finding here so many moves and ideas. Just so sorry, like, wow, how is that even possible? I think it's gonna end. It's not gonna end in a draw. No, because they have some time issues. And
no,
one
but
of the
they're
side
just
might mess
dancing
it up.
around, no? I don't see how white can mess this up.
Yeah, white cannot mess this up. But I mean, Aronian is also under a minute now, so.
Yeah, but for black, it's really simple. Yeah, he just has to hold the position, and white is not able to. White is the one who has to try and find something, but he's not able to do it.
Just don't black. 3, 2. Okay, good.
Yeah, bishop f6 back now. No, I think ultimate has to, just repeat a few times. So bishop f6, he'll go bishop f4, try and gain the 10 seconds. And then he will try to find out something. His idea here is to try and gain as much time as he can. And then...
so he repeats
yeah, now bishop f4. You have to be careful to avoid repetition, though. It's not so easy. Maybe he will... Yeah, bishop f4, yeah. It's typical time gaining strategy. And
so if you repeat twice, does it automatically claim, or do you have to offer a draw or something?
No, I think in the computer automatic. I'm not sure though how it is in the champion chess too. You should probably know better than me.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure about it too. So
I think it automatically stops after 3 moves repetition.
Yes, normally in most normal servers, yes, but the champion chess tour, I think it's played in a different secure server.
Normal.
Maybe they have something different from the preliminaries and finals. Maybe there's some difference.
No. Between the preliminaries and finals, it's no. I mean, all official Chess24 tournaments they are played in a secure place, a different secure server. He's not getting anything. He's not getting anything ultimately. He's just repeating moves. They're just moving back and forth and back and forth. But now bishop e8 and queen d4 is a threat. So finally, some exchange. If white gets the queen to h8, it would be over.
He went back to a4, but why didn't he go?
I think he had to go queen d4.
Queen d4, but now bishop f6 and now queen a7. Yeah.
No, bishop e7.
Bishop g5. Trade and just take it.
Yeah. He had to play queen d4. Yeah.
So queen a4, bishop a8. Still, black has to be careful.
True. Meanwhile, the final has started. The fourth game of the final, the last game, the last set. And Wesley So, for some reason, after knight e8, he played knight b5 and just blended a pawn. Can you believe this?
Oh, it's a Benko.
Yeah, and he just blended this pawn, rook into
And
a4
somehow white is
without
still
any.
fine.
Sorry?
And still somehow white is fine, I mean. Computer doesn't hate it.
Yeah. No. How is white fine? Usually the Benko questions are like +1, yeah?
Yeah, they're
And
+1, but
here,
even after giving back a pawn, it's fine for white.
now it's like minus 0.5, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
No, but these questions are very unpleasant to play as white when it's not winning for you or a big advantage.
Wait, so can you go to rook b8, move 14? Can white just
Yeah.
go b3?
It's quite popular in Benko to play rook e3, b3 in
And the idea is
this
maybe
setup.
5.
Yeah. This is typical. And now knight e8, knight b5.
I wonder
I
why
think
you-
Wesley kind of mixed up. Yeah.
He forgot to play b3?
I think so, yeah. You had to mention that, didn't you?
That's what you meant.
Not on the first move. Here on the 15th move in the Benko gambit.
AD will wake up in the chat. The beast was sleeping.
So queen a2. Rook d3, I guess there's maybe 5. Or rook b4.
Both of them seem to work. Goes bishop g5, typical move, targeting the e7 point. Rook b4.
Yeah, and I mean, position is so close that black can always just play king f8 even.
He played rook b4.
Yeah, he played rook
The
b4.
computer doesn't like it.
Back to still black is a bit better for sure.
But how do we go about here? I mean, how do you defend it? Knight of d2 is the most natural.
But he played rook c1.
Rook c1 also makes sense. You just want to keep that knight on c4, yeah?
Meanwhile, Artemiev looks like he's making very big progress from last time we checked.
Ooh, interesting. He has taken the a pawn, so he has the a passer.
And he's also up by a minute on the clock. So bishop b6. A pawn runs, so bishop d4. Wow.
Yes, and Aronian is out. So Artemiev is the third place winner of the Chessable Masters. And no tie breaks in this match, Keti.
That's sort of upset for Aronian because he was absolute favorite in this match. Talking about his tournament was also very nice, and he's a rating favorite. But well done, Artemiev. That's good. That's good. third place.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible performance by Artemiev. I think he lost the first game yesterday, and then ever since he has been playing better than Aronian, getting better positions. He didn't convert all of them, but I think overall he played stronger in the match.
Yeah, the other matches he was struggling a lot on time and also the positions, but today he was quite confident in his moves and in his games.
Yeah, true. The chat is just having fun, no? Horrible
Chat wants fun.
It's non-stop making fun of me.
So bishop 6 played against white should trade because this bishop g7 is just exerting a lot of pressure on this b2. So maybe
I don't know about that, because bishop h6 also keeps some counterplay, no? I think it's not such a straightforward decision to make.
Yes, but maybe knight b5, d4 might come up next.
Yeah, knight b5. Sure, but if I could find some way onto your... Can I actually play queen d1? I can.
And this knight b5 blocks everything. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, knight b5 blocks everything. So bishop f6, I would go bishop h6, you know. I wouldn't trade that bishop. I would try to, especially in these Benko gambit positions, you want to try and keep your initiative alive, you know. He goes h4, which also makes a lot of sense. Trying to create the h file for the counterplay in the future. Wesley seems to be, he seems to have recovered well after this initial setback. He just blended a pawn, but he seems to be he seems to have recovered quite well, and in this position he seems to be having things under his control.
h4, maybe king g7, just to stop any bishop h6 ideas. Like king g7, h6 to maybe force white to take.
I wish I had queen d2.
c4?
No, I mean, of course I don't have queen d2.
Yeah.
But queen e2, you just want h6, yeah? But now maybe some e5.
Maybe.
He goes knight b5. But here, now there's no queen d1. Yeah, knight f8 is maybe safer, just in case. And
Maybe since knight b5 is played, go back to h6, but okay, it's too time consuming. Knight d4, take.
you can still play queen d1, but I think now black just...
But
Yeah, he goes queen e2.
No.
Oh, he takes first and then goes queen e2. Makes sense. Makes sense from a human perspective. Computer doesn't like it. Honestly, I would have preferred to keep the dark square bishop as white though, because I think it is very useful for counterplay to keep that bishop on.
Maybe he's eyeing some e5 ideas too.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the chat, Keti, you're part of the chat now. Actually, part of the chat now. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a true chat now. Not a representative anymore. Okay, should we give them the details, or at least a detail, and we will move on.
Detail of what? Pizza?
No, pizza is fine. Pizza is fine. We're good with pizza.
What details are we talking about?
It's about you.
What about me? What about me?
Okay, chat. There is, like I say, at least 20 comments that you can find. What about?
Okay, so Queen E2, and what do you think now, Abhi?
So, I mean, there's nothing forced for black for sure. I mean, maybe some normal improving moves. So, say maybe King G7, for example. Yeah, he played it.
Exactly. Yeah, immediately played by. And now E5?
Maybe D-Tech? C4 is hanging.
So knight takes E5, knight F E5.
Knight takes D5, or knight D4, yeah.
Knight takes D5, I thought you had knight C6.
So if E5, knight takes D5, E takes D6, E take, knight take.
Yeah, this is what I was hoping for.
Knight take, queen E5, knight F6, queen takes D6, rook takes B2, but
yeah, and then
queen takes
finally
C5,
there's some
knight E4, queen D4.
Yeah. It was so fast. But I like D5. I mean, if it worked. I don't know if it worked, but
yeah, I mean,
white really has to, yeah. Otherwise, white gets worse.
Computer hates
so
on
looks
rooks.
like we are set for the tiebreak for today as well. I mean, not just the computer, yeah. You can't really make moves with white here. Everything is tied down.
Definitely.
I told you guys, and you were like, no way. At the beginning.
When did we say no way?
Wow, not in that words, but
I mean, he played the ball also. Benko should be good for white.
You guys think that white can hold this position?
I don't think so, no.
No. 1 second, I'll be back.
Sure. Knight A5. Queen A4, knight C4. Yeah. So far, white seems to be holding on here.
Yeah. But after queen A4. Yeah, what's the threat here?
There's no threat.
White cannot move, right?
Yeah, white cannot move. So let's say maybe you can even just play something like H5 here. Or knight D4.
Just capture that one.
H5,
knight D2 here.
Which knight? This one, right?
Yeah.
What? What are you saying, Keti?
What? Yeah, knight D2.
Are you sure? Chat, what move does black play here?
No.
Chat, are you still awake? Oh, wait, I'm not talking to the chat today after they betrayed me.
CD2? What's going on?
Yeah.
She made this move. Can you imagine?
This was
come on, Shri. We know you're tired, but blundering the rook here? Come on, be serious.
Also,
Oh my God, I'm 80. I'm 80. I picked up from him. Be serious. Yeah, okay. Let's take that back.
You've gone to the bottommost, Katie. You couldn't go below this.
Okay, how about rook c1 then? If this rook is hanging.
but what is rook c1 willing to try to do? I mean, knight c4.
We're finding the moves. How many legal moves white has?
What? What? Who? Oh my God.
Who did this to you?
Why? Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
This is just ridiculous.
Oh, wow. Somebody just woke up.
Are you talking about yourself?
I was always awake. 80 is back. 80 is back. And then this happened. So I don't know. Blame 80, not me. I don't have hands on it. No.
It's a good thing that I have Abhimanyu here today, so we can focus on some chess. Queen A8 played. Yeah.
What's the idea? E6, but it looks a bit too much.
Well, it's not quite uncommon in Benko Gambit in general, to break with either F5 or E6. But usually it's done in the end game. With the queens on, it's usually white who plays on this side.
So rook d2
Rook
and
d2.
I mean, maybe the best move is just to go back.
Yeah, sometimes the best things in life is to just go back, keep things the way they are. But he was not able to find any breakthrough.
Yeah, maybe one thing is just play queen a4, rook c2, h6, and just ask, wait, what are you playing? And just make him spend another
Well,
one.
he started with h6. In essence, asking white what is he playing, but yeah, he starts with h6. h6 and I just wait.
So h6, I mean, what should I play? Rook c2 back, but at least one point of h6 is that there's no knight g5, but still e6 you can take and go e5.
Yeah. So rook c2 back, or I think also rook d1. No, as white, you just wait around, yeah? You just play stuff like this. And what are you doing, Katie?
We just wonder what you voted. So just tell us before we find it out.
What is going on?
I'm not participating in it. You're not missing out on anything, Abhi.
Okay.
This chat is filled with bad people, and Katie is also part of the chat. We don't want to be involved with those people.
Okay. Like close the chat? I don't know.
Yes, exactly. Goes the chat. It's always a good idea. I used to think this was the loveliest chat in the world until yesterday, but today I've learned my lesson. So yeah, h6, and it's not easy to do nothing. Yeah, he goes e5. He finally goes for e5.
I mean,
he finally goes for e5. Sorry.
Yeah. And maybe he Leguang just should have gone back to a4, play h6, and then it would take him another 2 minutes because he would consider e5 again, and it would fail.
Nice.
You just play.
Good practical tactic.
Because if e5 works, then white is
But
fine.
how does it work? Let's say I take d into
He
e5.
takes e5 and what's this idea?
That's exactly what I asked you.
Knight takes c5, there's knight d4, so knight c takes c5.
Yeah, knight f5, there's knight d4, and then just take the d5 pawn.
But in the game, knight takes d5 is played, so
But doesn't this allow some knight into
Indeed.
d6?
e takes d6 played, and this black wanted to play e6, but okay, this is too much.
I think he wants to take with the knight. Queen e5 check, f6. Queen takes d5, takes. But this should be easily holdable for black, for white.
Yeah, rook c7, h5, and
Yeah. E
Not
takes
great.
d6.
but still for must win, I mean, that's one of the safest options. Just 4 versus 3, keep playing for 100 moves.
Yeah, but e d6
He
is
took
just
with the
knight into
pawn.
d6. No? Yeah, I know.
Knight takes d6?
Does he want some knight d4 and knight f4 check?
Oh,
Mm.
knight d4, queen e5?
Queen e5, sorry. Queen
Queen
e5,
e5,
knight
knight-
f6, I thought.
Can I capture 90? Yeah. Okay, I can't do that.
Yeah. Knight d4, how does white defend? But can you just go queen e4? Just block this diagonal, yeah, and all your problems are solved.
Yeah.
Knight e8 and knight f6 is also a threat.
Maybe Lukwang wants to take on d6 and go knight f6 and rook b3, I mean. But yeah, there's
I
rook
don't
is,
think I think he had major missing something.
yes, it's just lost. You can't even take. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
6. Maybe he missed knight takes d6. But that's also strange.
Is there no, I think maybe he missed queen e4.
He's
think
missing
most
from the
likely-
board, like from the chair. He just he's not visible on screen.
Wesley?
Yeah.
He went into some invisible ninja mode.
No, he's just walking, and like only he's not even moving. He barely moves.
But walking is a bit too much in rapid game, I guess.
Yeah, he's moving a lot. I mean, maybe he wants
Yeah,
some
but you
water or
know,
something.
I can understand. I mean, you're like when you're nervous or
But you cannot really leave the area, right? He's having some snacks, I guess. He's eating or drinking something. But he can't leave the area, right? Where
No,
the
he cannot
cameras
leave the-
control. Yeah.
yeah. There's another camera for security, the second camera,
Mhm.
and there he will be visible to his opponent. Li Kuang not having a happy look on his face.
Plays
He
94.
yeah, 94 queen e4. I think he can sense that. I think he can sense that the Chessable Masters trophy is slipping away from him.
Definitely. Yeah, actually, he had a chance in this game to level the score, but good
Yeah,
chance.
he had an amazing chance. I mean, how many times do you see Wesley
Yeah,
blundering a
nice.
pawn like that?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
queen
it's
e4.
yeah, queen e4 is most likely what is best move.
Sure. Is there should be some way to pose problems or no? No. He has played queen e4. And Wesley back on the board, looking all confident, focused, leaning into the monitor. I think Lee Kwang he's just tired, you know. You can see the look of fatigue on his face, in his body language, and I think he senses that it's over for him here. So again, sorry to disappoint you, Katie, but I don't think we're going to see tie breaks today.
Yeah, that's awkward. Usually we were so close, and sometimes we were having also some time breaks. And today we were ready to party in the end of the tournament, but seems like Wesley So is super strong, and he was well prepared for this event.
Yeah, no, actually halfway I changed my mind today after seeing the chat behave the way they did. I'm just going away from them as soon as I can. I'm very disappointed in the chat.
Oh, come on. They want the best for you.
I'm breaking up with the chat.
Yeah, like after queen e4, it feels like there must be something with this long diagonal and rook on b4, but there's nothing. I mean, d5 is hanging.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. In fact, it's actually black who has to be careful against
Maybe
white's threats. Queen where?
c6, but okay, there's knight h7 ideas.
Queen c6. Can I also just go knight e8 here?
King f8.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. The queen is protected. Yeah. Yeah, queen c6 is knight f7.
But you can take with knight. No.
Knight takes f3 and rook b. But no, d5 is hanging.
Oh, sorry.
So knight takes f7, I mean, even if it's a draw or a loss, it should be same thing for Lukwang. So maybe this is best try. And just try to make something up here. Knight f6 turn, but no, nothing works.
What if knight b3 no? Same, yeah, queen into d5.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes queen c6. He has to.
Computer still says equal, so knight takes f7 is probably not good.
Yeah. No, sorry, I miss what you were saying. Hey, can I also take? Oh no. Yeah, I can take this, no? To simplify things.
Knight f5. Okay, so queen takes d6, you have knight f5.
Yeah. I just want to make a draw, and if you take c takes d4, then I go knight
Knight
e8
f6.
and knight f6.
Knight
f4.
Knight f4, yeah.
It's not so clear, yeah.
G4, queen f6. I mean, queen e5 is probably should be holdable, but okay. No.
Yeah, but you don't want to try and make draw like this, yeah?
Yeah, why? No point.
Yeah. Yeah, in this case, okay, yeah, take knight into f7. Shouldn't I take this?
This is the draw. Queen d6.
Oh no, queen d6.
Queen d5 and rook d4.
But rook d5 is there. Oh yeah, this is a draw, no?
Yes, it's draw. Now queen takes g3 and draw.
Yeah. So I think knight into d4 is the simplest way to draw.
But during the game, I mean, so when he captures, you might miscalculate one thing and don't play it.
True, but you have to calculate it. I mean, Wesley has to calculate it.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you can find a concrete way that kills it totally, he takes knight into f7. He takes knight into f7
And the bar is still not moving. Still equal.
yeah, still equal. So I think this is also one of the most. Knight into f3, queen into d5. This is also pretty simple actually. This is what we had seen.
Why not queen f3 instead?
Well, good question.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
black always has to draw in f4, but probably nothing more.
Yeah, true. So knight f7 and now there's no more for Lee Kwang. You don't see a lot from his expressions, but he doesn't you don't feel that energy from him looking at him. You get this resigned feeling of a resigned look on his face.
Yeah, that's him actually. He's not even showing his emotions when he's winning, right?
Yeah, but there are these little things you can pick up,
Yeah.
Like he's biting his lip now.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of micro expressions that you can pick up.
Yeah.
You can see it. You can see that he's not
disappointed. Yeah, he's a bit disappointed.
Yeah. Now he's actually moving a bit. He's a bit animated and also a bit desperate. He's trying to find some way to keep the game going, but no. Wesley is actually eagerly looking into the screen. He's trying to ensure that he has all the lines calculated. Knight into f3 on the board, Keti. Now, queen into f3 or queen d5?
Okay, after queen f4, I don't like that position. So queen d5 makes sense.
No, but why not? I mean, you're still a pawn up at the end.
I think I'm at the sponsor, so not lucky. Good.
But you have an extra pawn.
Yeah, pawn is pawn. I mean,
you guys are so materialistic.
You're
here it's all still. Okay, queen takes f3 play. Knight f4.
Yep. D5.
I mean,
no, but you still have Sorry.
Maybe Lequan will try to keep pressing, but okay.
Yeah, he will try to keep pressing. Like Aronian did yesterday against it was against Artemio. Yeah. No, it was against Lee Kwang. Yeah, like Aronian did against Lee Kwang in that game, in the third game.
Yeah. We surely remember that.
Oh, rook b3 check. This is going to be a
king. Just make sure you don't get mated somehow and
yeah, king e4. Yeah, king e4 because and now h5.
h5. Okay. Draw.
Or even rook c7 check. Yeah, rook c7 check.
And draw. So it does autoplay.
Oh, that's a nice end. So Wesley got the first place, and the second place goes to Le Quan Li. Not so bad, right? He plays a good tournament, and we have a smile of Wesley on the screen.
Absolutely.
He's very happy. He's very happy, of course, and he deserved it.
Yeah, so Wesley wins another tournament from the Meltwater Champion Chess Tour.
That's right.
What?
That's right.
Oh, the poll has changed. Nice.
What?
There is some poll going on in the chat. You might not see it if you don't observe
I
YouTube.
haven't opened the chat yet.
Oh, good.
I think the poll
Don't
was
open it.
PG-13. I think the poll was PG-13.
Okay, sure.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. So Wesley, so on the screen, he wins the Chessable Masters of the Meltwater Champion Chess Tour, takes home a $30,000 first prize. The US champion Wesley So, and Lee Kwang Liem, the finest chess player to emerge from Vietnam, takes the second spot, and the third spot is taken by
Vladislav Artemiev.
Yeah, Vladislav Artemiev, and Levon Aronian gets the fourth spot. So, Keti, any final words?
Absolutely, it was such a joy to be here with you, Sri, and with many of the guests, including Abhimanyu Mishra, who is the youngest grandmaster in the chess history, and we have seen why he is the youngest grandmaster. Thank you so much for joining. It was such a pleasure, and thank you to our lovely chats. I'm just happy to be one of them, to be their representative.
They don't betray you.
It was such a lovely time for me. I know. Together with the producer, we worked for many hours for this event. It was one of the longest events, but it was really joyful, and I had best time here. And thank you once again to everyone.
Thank you so much, Abhimanyu, for joining us today. It was lovely to analyze with you. And thank you so much, Keti. It was lovely commentating with you. And you were a great commentator, except for a 90-minute segment when I wasn't around. And it all went out of control. But thank you so much, everyone. And do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And see you all really soon. There's another champion chess tour happening in this month. So see you all really soon, and expect to see some exciting Indian players joining in that event as well. So thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.